Thank you guys for taking us across 3,300 followers on Twitch. Big shouts outs to Garrett being the one to make it happen. Much love to y'all, for real, for real.
Rico, you tripping. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. I'm not mad at the Bills, but that Washington Eagles, that's a wild take, boy. That's a wild take.
Let's see Hurts practicing 1.75. No, I'm just playing. All right. Nah, I haven't heard. Oh wait, is that the one with Imagine Dragons, Garrett? And Elite Choppa's new song? Hey, but our first song tonight, this is ooh, I don't know if I'm gonna say this right. Les Couliers. Les hope I let me know how to say that, Iodine. But appreciate you for sharing.
Layers.
Les Couliers. Is that?
That feels
I'm
right.
going with
It
it.
might not be right, but it felt right.
I'm going with it. Les Couliers, man. Iodine. Let's get right into this. This is some color bass right here. The collab with
Oh, it's
Nero.
probably a French word for colors.
You know what? I think you're onto something with that. Hey, good to see you, No Kizzy. Les Couleurs. Okay, Les Couleurs. He said it is a word for colors. That's funny. Make sure we got enough volume on here. All right. Oh no, Garrett, I haven't heard that new one then. What up, Rico? Thank you, Em. Oh, we gotta get into how to submit songs. We'll do that after this one. Uh-oh, Iodine, you better have been working. You got picked on the wheel.
Hey, I like this.
So I see Iodine and Nero both in here. I'd love to hear kind of what each of your guys' contributions to this track were. You know, did one of you do the drums, one of you do the melody, maybe one of you, well, however you did it, you know, I'm curious.
Maybe they worked on different sections.
Oh, that's a good point. Like one of them did that first drop, someone else did the second drop. And I did the intro. Nice. What up, Just Jay making money? Or Jay just making money? I'm not sure if I seen your other one. I saw you say yo in your name. Did most of the drop? Nice. Or mostly drop stuff. He said it's still work in progress. He said this part's gonna build. It's ass right now. I wouldn't go as far to say it's ass, but that's what I was gonna say is I can't wait till y'all find, like, you know, put all the color on it, you know, no pun intended, all the like dynamics and just really brighten it up. Um,
That sounded pun intended. I'm just
he said you can say no pun intended, but it sounded no. Oh, nah, man, but thank you guys for sharing that one. Uh, I liked a lot of the sound selections that you had something that kind of went like it's not like it stuttered like 4 times in a row or something like that. There might have been a few pieces, but it was like right around here is it was more in the background. When I heard that, I was just like, ooh, like that was an instrument that really caught my ear. Um, but yeah, like I said, I think a lot of it's gonna be in the mix too, and like I said, you might have some pieces you wanna, you know, kinda add in or take out to, you know, really make those drops pop, but, I think you guys are headed down a really good road.
I think so too. I really like the percussion. um, in the final section, like I guess you could say the final one third. The bass work in the front half was so interesting the way the intro led in. And the sound selection was solid. I look forward to seeing like the final product, but I was enjoying it. I was grooving the way it came in, really got me. I like the drum selections as well. Yeah, I was jamming with that. I was jamming with that.
Real talk. Oh shoot, I was gonna say it again. Les couleurs. I dine in Nira. All right, let's see. So, for anybody who's new around here, it's your first live stream. Maybe it's been a while since you've been uh here. If you want to add your song to the wheel spinner, it's free submissions in that bottom left corner. Shout out M. She's gonna be our mod in the chat, just helping people get added to that wheel, spinning that wheel, so as many people as possible can get heard tonight. We might even be able to get through everyone. So, uh, just type your artist name in the chat if you want to get added to the wheel. Some people have a bigger slice. That just means they're a Twitch subscriber. They get that 2 times on the wheel, available for everyone. So if you have Amazon Prime, it's absolutely free to subscribe. You don't have to deal with ads.
Free?
Free,
Not at all.
free 99. Um, but yeah, man. So last thing, if you want to skip the line, you can type exclamation point super skip. Only 10 of those on the night. We might do like a contest, give one of those out later on in the night. You also get like social media promotion on our social medias and whatnot. So other than that, we're just gonna be reacting to your guys' music, having a great night. I see we spun here. I'm gonna pull up that wheel real quick. No Kizzy. Oh, whoop. M's getting someone added to that wheel. We'll get right back to that list in just a moment. But no Kizzy. And then we had 2 other names get spun. So the way we're gonna do it is we're gonna spin 3 names at a time. And then whoever submits first out of those people who got spun, they're gonna get sent back into they're gonna be able to resubmit their song on Discord. Whoever submits first, they're getting pulled up first. First come, first serve. Once we've played all those people, we're gonna go ahead and get into the next. We're gonna spin the wheel more. If I didn't.
And everyone in the chat, real quick. I'm sorry, Justice.
No, you're all good.
We're doing a
Whoa,
vibe check. We're doing a taste check. I need to know what's your guys' favorite album. Like, I know everyone's got a couple, but I need to know everyone's like favorite album. Mine probably right now is fucking Why Lord by No Worries. GNX is really catching up though, and The Love Below. I know I said three. Y'all don't get three. Give me y'all one, unless y'all like me and y'all fighting for it. But I need to know y'all taste. We need a taste check. Yeah.
man. Like
Matter of fact, yes. I like. Let's do current. Let's do current.
I was gonna
Current.
say, because you said your favorite album, and then you said my favorite right now, and I was gonna say, ooh, that changes things. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give them
GNX
both.
my favorite album right now.
That's a man. I don't know if I could beat that one. GNX, that's I'm really enjoying that one. Good Kid, Mad City's my favorite all time, but I also been listening to a ton of Fair Exchange No Robbery by Boldy James. I had that one banging like September, October last year. It just made its way back into rotation, man. I've been running that like crazy again.
Shout outs to Boldy. I fuck with Boldy. I see who we got in here. I see Tizo. I see Skrillex. I see Trav. You know, I never listened to a Skrillex album before.
Like all the way
Um,
through. You know what? I don't know if I have either. I've heard, plenty
y-
of songs, but I don't know that I've heard the whole tape all the way through or,
I
yeah, I
might
can't
have to jam that out.
might have to. Would y'all recommend the albums?
We got Rave Lope. We got Take Care.
Oh, Bangarang. Okay, yeah, man. That's a great track. Is that a whole album? I heard the record for sure, but I didn't realize that was a whole album. Um, Utopia is Travis's best album. I don't know if I can agree with that one. I ain't
Yeah,
gonna I see a lot of overreactions to that one, I think. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that opinion, but I don't know if I could agree with it.
great. It's a really good album, though. It's a really good album.
100%. Yeah. That's like I said, with Kendrick even it's, GNX or Good Kid, it's like those are
Riding in my
great albums.
GNX with Anita Baker. Yo, hot take. I think GNX might be better than Good Kid, Mad City.
You think?
And I don't know how much I stand on that because the through line, because the storytelling, because Mad City is an amazing song. You know what I mean? Like that's an amazing album. But GNX is right now. I'm just like, oh, Check this. You'll change your mind, right? GNX might be the greatest rap vocal performance album of the last 20 years. Think next time you listen to it, listen to the detail work of his vocal inflections, his enunciation, and his inflex. Like it's like, yo, it's a masterclass in vocal control. Just small thing that only some people care about, but I think you'll care. Check that out next time you listen to it.
That's how I feel about Mona Lisa. We'll get right into this track right after this. That's how I feel about Mona Lisa by Lil Wayne, bro. I mean, really Kendrick's performance on that track. Like, there's this part where he's like sniffling and like kind of playing the part of someone who just got cheated on, and it's like, bro, the way he captured that in his vocal, I don't know, it's impressive, man. Just you said like the vocal control, I love it. But all right, this next one right here, this is No Kizzy D with Top 10 featuring Prince. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Yeah, nigga wanna talk like who is you?
Hey, album
My
on the
bitch
way,
rap,
yo.
see the food. I'm in that Jara going through. That nigga wanna talk up on my name. I let my dogs all day like roof. Oh yeah, piss up in
Yo,
this
what up,
bitch. Just
T-Wood?
spread my name where you go.
Oh, I
prove it,
love
yeah.
Wayne, bro.
I don't want that bitch cause she retarded.
Yo, did you guys hear
I'm in
Carter
that
6
trap,
might
I'm
be coming
jumping
out?
around like it's on my shit. Talk on me, I tell that dumb up. Stop it, long head nigga. Looking like he charging. Oh yeah, tell that dumb up, shut up, yo. Bitch, I'm
I feel
top
like I'm
10,
just
oh
spreading
yeah.
rumors
You
now. I
can't
have
be like Prince, oh no, you need to
I don't even know where I
stop
heard
it,
that.
yeah.
I know I heard it
Dumb
somewhere.
up, shut up, yo. Bitch, I'm
I heard it
top
too.
10, oh yeah. Tell that dumb up, shut up, yo. Bitch, I'm top 10, oh yeah. I'm too turned, I'm too lit, cause I'm in that top 10. Hit that phone, ring it, yeah, that money calling. Nigga, we get hot, go to the spot, we ballin'. I'm too high, I can barely feel my face, I'm falling. These niggas be on dick, try some other shit. Can't fuck with that we with. I been rapping since I was legit. I been rapping since I was 6. Fuck that nigga, we send the bitch. Fuck that nigga, can't wait till I'm rich. Get to that money like money, bitch. Shoot my circle tight, no snitch. Stacking paper, gotta get that grip. Had this talk, but I never trip. On my grind, gotta make it flip. Stay solid, never let it slip. Haters talk, let them run they lip. I'm too turned, I'm too lit, cause I'm in that top 10. Hit that phone, ring it, yeah, that money calling. Nigga, we get hot, go to the spot, we ballin'. I'm too high, I can barely feel my face, I'm falling. Yeah, nigga wanna talk like who is you? My bitch rap, see the food. I'm in that Jara going through. That nigga wanna talk up on my name. I let my dogs all day like roof. Oh yeah, stress up in this bitch. Just spread my name where you go proof. Yeah. I don't want that bitch cause she retarded. Yeah, I'm in that trap, I'm jumping around like it's on my shit. Talk on me, I tell that dumb up. Stop it, long hair nigga. Looking like he charging.
That's top 10. Prince and No Kizzy D. For me, that first maybe half of the song, I was really like feeling the pocket. But then I think maybe around halfway through, I wish I looked at the timestamp, or, kind of more where it was in the record. And it might have been where the second person came in. It felt like the vocal was just a little bit quieter, or like I felt like I had to kind of search the song to try to hear what they were saying. Versus the first one, it felt like it was just kind of more uh clear, I guess. I don't know if that's the right word, but um so I would just encourage that second vocal, you guys. You said the album's coming out in February, right? So maybe you guys have a little bit of time to make adjustments. Just up that second vocal a little bit, or even add stuff like side chains that could help that both vocals cut through even more. Um, those would kind of be like the biggest things for me, is just like making your vocals that flow like as apparent as possible. Try to have that kind of center stage. But yeah, man, thank you guys for sharing that one.
Yeah, I think there are elements of it I liked. I wasn't a huge fan of the verses. I think that the hook had a cool pocket. I think that the way you put the song together, maybe it felt longer than it was. It felt like the song was running long, even though it was a pretty concise song. That might just be because it lacked maybe a couple dynamics. It was an enjoyable listen. I do think that it could have benefited from a little bit tighter writing on the verses and maybe some like cadence variation, but it was still an enjoyable listen.
No, facts. Like I said, I feel like that hook is really what, like, if you find a nice flow, you find a nice pocket, you can really build a song around it.
Facts.
Alright, this next one right here, this is Iodine with Celestial Balance. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Like the name.
Hey, he's looking for
Work
some
in progress.
vocals. Yeah, and go ahead and spend one more name. Hey, no worries, Steezy. We'll give you some time to get that corrected. That's because you got picked, Demigod. Resubmit. So, Iodine, is that this one? You said you started working with real instruments instead of just synths.
Impressive. Is that a real piano in the beginning?
Has some, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like I still hear a lot of, yeah, strings and piano, you were right. I really like that drop.
Me too.
The build up into the drop, yeah. You want to work with Iodine, you think you might have something you could sing, you could put on top of this. Iodine's your man, reach out. Hey, Queen B with the gifted sub. Shout out Queen B, Slay Queen, appreciate you. To submit your song, awesome, thank you, M. Thank you, Iodine. That was Iodine with Celestial Balance. Looking for some vocals? Throw your hat in the ring, give it a shot if you're interested. Yeah, for me, the highlight was this build up to drop right here. I really liked how you pulled out the instruments and then subsequently, you dropped to that near silence, maybe total silent moment, and then you drop back in heavy, really with a lot of life in the instruments and the composition. So, I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the instrumentation work. That piano is really pretty to me, and I see what you were talking about with the strings too. I like the dynamics too. You left a lot of space that just I like the where you placed the instrumentation and the sounds was clean to me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I don't have too much to say, but I will say if you're looking to put some vocals on there, I'm very interested in seeing one, the kind of texture use it to kind of like the songwriting structure, the melody work you do. I'm interested to see what you do with that.
No, real talk, man.
Of course,
shout,
I had done.
shout out Queen. She goes, I had to see myself as number 2 on that gifted subscribers. She earned it. She took the spot. Shout out you, Queen. Appreciate you supporting the
Hey,
community.
ugh,
Said spot.
Jeffrey.
Let's see. All right, we got that was Iodine, Steezy. Let me know if this is the right one, Steezy. And we got Demigod. We got VLAN. VLAN, if you are here, drop a chat, resubmit. Michael J, drop a chat, resubmit. All right, so we got Steezy up next, and then we got Demigod after that.
Is it just me or is winter like going by really fast this year?
Oh yeah. I So I was joking about how we got snow here in Colorado earlier, but we had a real bad storm on like Sunday, Monday of this week. It snowed a ton. It's already mostly gone by now. And but now we have like another winter storm tonight. So for me it was like, oh, like I was kind of joking around like, oh, like let's see if we can get the snow gone before, the next storm comes in. Um but on the real, it's like it's kind of crazy to me how it's already like I had to like bundle up to, go walk my dog and stuff like that. And today I was all warmed and I was like, man, I'm sweating. I'm too hot. I need to take off a layer. Like it's crazy how quick it's been going by.
It's about to be February in like a week, and
That's
then
insane.
then we got 1 month left, and then we back to the warm.
We're already back to March.
March is kick ass.
Yo, what's your guys' favorite season?
It's a great
I'm
question.
I
It's a
think
great
I'm a
question.
I think I'm a springtime guy. I'm not gonna lie. It's not too hot, not too cold. Except the fall is nice because it's the same way, but you also got football. So I might be a fall guy. Yeah, I'm seeing a bunch of
Autumn
falls,
is where it's
winter.
at.
Yeah, that autumn. I see
Autumn
you. The classy fall.
because that like that like 64-degree breeze with the sun still out. It reminds me of going outside and hooping or playing football in the neighborhood. That was
Facts,
like the highlights of life, bro.
facts. Like I said, throwing on a hoodie, just go and play some ball out in the street. Ooh, it's a good time.
Good fucking time, bro.
Spring and first 3 weeks from the summer. Yeah, bro. I love summer, but he be getting too hot, bro. It like I want it to be warm, but not that fucking warm. So I feel you when he said that first 3 weeks. I felt that. Man, all
That's
right.
real, M.
This next one is Rip Lil Homie
That's real, M.
by Steezy. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Long live, that's Rip Lil Homie by Steezy. Long live Julian. Oh man, it sucks losing anybody. You know what I'm saying? Um,
So much so, man. Blessings on your side, man. I'm not sure how soon of an occurrence that was, man, but our prayers and condolences 100%.
it's always, I think, a blessing maybe that we have as artists is being able to go through these things that no one wants to go through, but then being able to come out and make art that people going through those things can relate to and feel less alone, feel like they have just more people kind of by their side while they're going through that thing. uh, it sucks that things like that happen. We gotta experience those things, but I'm always amazed and just I love when an artist is able to take that pain and turn it into art, turn it into something that can help other people. Appreciate you for sharing that one, Steezy.
Appreciate you for sharing, man. I really enjoyed the record. First off, you was able to capture the pain and the soul in the hook. I really like when the second hook, um, how you did the staggered vocal melody towards the very end, as well as when the percussion and the bass came back, dropped out, and then it came back in halfway through the hook. Um, and yeah, just kind of second what Justice was saying. I think it was Viola Davis that said, "Thank God I got to be an artist because it's the only occupation that celebrates what it means to live a life." And to celebrate what it means to live a life means to celebrate all of it. It means to celebrate the pain, the joy, the regrets, the things that we wrestle with letting go of. And like Justice said, having the opportunity to take what we go through and make medicine for other people, because sometimes it's not going to be medicine for us. It's how we emote, it's how we deal, but it's not necessarily medicine for us. You know what I mean? Songs we make about our pain doesn't usually help us outside of the process of getting it out. But the song that gets to exist from that, it often just gets to be a tourniquet for a lot of people. And I hope that that song gets to be a tourniquet for everyone who's lost somebody that that they miss, that song reaches them and just can kind of bridge a level of empathy and understanding, because it's a tough thing um to lose people, man, especially friends, and not just like older kind of anticipation passings. So blessings to your family, blessings to their family, and thank you for bringing the track. That and I hope that track helps as many people as it can.
Real shit. Hey, so um, Yusef, great to see you, man. He banned the word next. That's gonna be brutal.
Next,
Next.
so we can't say the word next.
If
That's like a bridge word. That's like a very important word.
I was very worried about it. So when I see it, I always think, is there an alternative way to say this? If the answer is yes,
Following, upcoming, maybe.
after
Upcoming is
this,
the thing. After upcoming, I like
I think there's
after.
alternatives. So I think we gotta say yes. Oh, that's
We
brutal,
accept.
Yusef. We accept. All right. If you guys hear us say NEXT after that, let us know. That's 10 push-ups.
That's 10 push-ups.
Ooh, Yusef, that's that's gonna be an interesting experience. I might be coming out here a little stronger. All right, so
Justice, pause real
yes,
quick.
sir.
Before we go into the next song, I want everybody to put into the chat what they appreciate the most about being able to make music. If it could be what you get for doing it, what you get for having it, the reactions you get. It could be an accomplishment you want, but I want everyone to let us know what's your favorite thing about being able to make music.
Back.
Let's see what y'all talking about.
I I think that's a great question. Uh, to me, it's something really cool about being able to experience. I feel like it's like a co-creation with the universe, you know, because you go into the room, you don't always know what's gonna come out. I feel like this especially on the production side, but also when I'm writing, where it's like you just go in there with a blank slate, and then sometimes you come out the other day. Man, when I was a little bit younger, I would drink like heavily through some sessions, and then the next morning I would hear the song and I'd be like, "I said that," or you know, like I made that. Like for me, it was like it's not just you, but it's like something you're channeling, and kind of seeing the result, getting to be part of that process, I think was really cool.
That's beautiful. That's real. Um, I think I love being able to capture experiences, wisdoms, and true emotions, like almost like stills, like emotional stills or intellectual stills, or vignettes that maintain the emotion attached to those things. And I can revisit them almost like memories, like the ability to capture all those things in one experience so that dang, I can just cry from hearing a song or smile or be excited or remember how much I had fun with an idea. Um to me, just being able to capture those things, like it's just there's nothing like it, because it's if you don't capture them, they're so nimble, they're so fleeting, they almost didn't exist unless you just remember them, and if you forget them, they didn't exist, damn near. So that means so much to me.
No facts. I resonate with that entirely. Um, who was JJMM or Idine pointed me to a question you asked. So in a past stream we did a contest where we spun a wheel to pick someone who got a super skip. Correct me if I'm wrong, but weren't you the first song that got played after we did that contest? Let me know if I have that wrong. You know, if I got that wrong, something happened, we didn't get you pulled up that night. You know, we'll be able to make that happen. All right. I just saw that chat, but you probably were typing that out as I was saying that, so I'll let you get that next response then. But this one is Demigod, or sorry, this is Poland by Demigod, also produced by Demigod. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Hey, what up, Evan? You got the day off? Let's go. appreciate you stopping by, sharing some of your evening with us.
Demigod, wake up.
Wait, I just let her
Appreciate you,
roam.
Kai and Jay,
I
for
just bought a
following.
purple jean, I ain't rockin' true. She wanna feel like yeah. Feel like yeah. Chopper bang, yeah. Diamond fan, yeah. Shawty play, yeah. Bitch, I'm major. I walk the bitch, I got motion. The walking green, southern soda. I took the wall straight up Poland. Big man chillin', I just took the water falling. Shawty really
This
thought
can
I
sound
was
really specific.
joking. I walk
love
the wall,
this
bitch, you
the
joking. Shawty
instrumental
think
and
it's
the
true,
melody.
but I'm rolling.
The hi-hats are my favorite
Wait,
sound selection.
let me get it
Just using a
up.
different
Shawty want
hi-hat might
Poland
work for that.
soda. He think he hot,
They
he
kind of
gon'
sound
leave him
like
cold
keyboard
blood.
strokes.
I been that nigga, I'm like shout out soldier.
Oh, that's so interesting. After
Wait,
you said, I totally
I
hear
just
it.
let her roam. I just pulled a purple
Like no
jean,
one's like
I ain't
typing.
rockin' true. She wanna feel like yeah. Feel like yeah. Chopper bang, yeah. Diamond fan, yeah. Shawty play, yeah.
Cover
Bitch,
is
I'm
fire.
major. I walk the bitch, I got motion. The walking green, southern soda. I took the wall straight up Poland.
Mind if I go first on this one, Justus?
Yeah, no, totally.
So kind of a harsh critique. One, I like the way your vocals sound on this production. I think vocally, the way your vocals sound good. I was not a fan of your melody, your vocal melody. Um, I think that you could find a better melody to build the crux of the songwriting on. I think the production is good. I kind of feel what Justice was saying regarding the hi-hat, but I also think that just vocally you sound really good on the instrumentation on that record. I would just say it feels like you settled for that melody to me personally. But I enjoyed elements of it, but that melody made me feel like I wish you would have kept fishing for a stronger melody.
J- no, and I think that's very fair. And he produced the instrumental, right? I heard like, and I really enjoyed the melody and the instrumental. So to me, it's like, hey, he's got the ear for it. So like you said, just trying out a few more things to see what that correct combo is, that power combo is. Um, I think that's a strong ear as well. And then yeah, like I said, like sound selection, man, I spent an annoying amount of time on sound selection. In my opinion, like the amount of I had a I guess like Tupac said it too, where he's like, man, while the rapper's here, record the rapper, do what the rapper needs to do while he's here. But then once the rapper leaves, you're gonna be clicking through different kicks, you're gonna be hearing things like there's so much work that goes into the room for the people who love being in the studio, even while the people who have to go do marketing and still be active in their career but doing other aspects of it, right? Um, but it's like, man, the amount of time that goes into just getting the right kick, or just getting the drums to sit right, or picking the right guitar, picking the right piano, like um, so don't be afraid to just revisit that step a little bit.
And
Well,
don't be afraid to stick to sounds you know work. I forget who it was. It was a recent production clip I saw. It's like, "Oh, I've been using the same snare my whole career." And it was like a big producer. And he was just like, "Yo, just this is the same." He'd play like 5 hits, like same snare.
no, and there's even a producer named em Triplin. Man, he has a hi-hat that he uses. I could literally hear that it's him on a beat because of that hi-hat. He uses it so consistently, and it's like there's a few things where it's like it's almost become like a type of branding. You could look at that as lazy, or you could look at that as however, but like to me, it's like, oh no, that's how I know it's him. And like I said, in my own production, I'd be a little bit scared to just use one hi-hat, on repeat. So I love that you brought that up.
I don't make beats, and the idea of being afraid of a sound selection sounds so intimidating.
It's
Like it sounds like, "Oh man."
dude, it's just so like if to me, and sometimes I'm like a perfectionist or whatever, where it's like it feels too easy. It feels too sometimes you want to throw too much sauce on it. It's like, wait, hold up, you got to reel that back. You don't need all that sauce. The burger tasted good on its own. you could throw a little ketchup on there, but you only need to, like slather that motherfucker. And I think feel like sometimes that's the part of me that gets scared. It's like, oh, I'm not doing enough. I'm not being unique enough. But it's like, man, if it tastes good, it tastes good. You don't need to mess up the recipe.
And that's such a huge part of, I think, when you learn music, you have to learn how to be dynamic. And then I think after you learn how to be dynamic, you have to learn how to not force dynamics. I remember I saw J. Cole, and I was listening to one of his podcast episodes, and he was like, I got caught up in a stage of, when I'm making a beat, is this a hit snare? Is this a hit kick drum?
Mm-hmm.
Just where he was micro analyzing all of his sound selection just to see if this was a sound that could be in a hit record. And I feel like when you're there, that's a negative place to be, of just trying to reverse engineer palatability to people. I feel like that's what causes, like, if I was doing sound selection, feeling like I have to cater a sound to someone who wants to hear a very specific sound when a drum goes off, would drive me crazy. I was have to say, fuck y'all. Just, you gonna take this kick. You about to take this snare.
That's funny. And no, I agree with that. Iodine. But hey, you almost fucking got me, Yusef. After or upcoming,
Upcoming.
this
Hmm.
is Michael J. Keep It Up. This is an unmixed demo. Let's go ahead and get right into it. You almost got me there, Yusef.
What? I like this drum.
She got every little thing that your girl do. This ain't no summer thing, no, it gets cold. Be the one that, oh. Girl, I can't let you get away. Crazy how I didn't see you in that way. You know someone looking at your players way. Girl, I don't wanna play no games. Girl, I don't wanna play no games. So keep it up, girl, please don't ever change. Keep it up, cause you in your own lane. Yo, keep me up, don't sleep when you're in my dreams. Yo, keep me up, cause I need you. All I want is you. I had dreams of you. How the girls seem true, but they was all fake. I think you my fake. All I need is you. You're a dream come true. When I am for you, God, it makes my days. This reality, hey.
What up, Star Killer? Good to see you.
When I see you, girl, I lose control. I can't help it, girl, you're just so beautiful. I feel like this so unusual. It's so unusual. So, girl, I need you to know. Whatever you be feeling, girl, it's mutual. Let me be your hype man wherever you go. Wherever you go. Then that girl, I know you know so. So, keep it up, girl, please don't ever change. Keep it up, cause you in your own lane. Yo, keep me up, don't sleep when you're in my dreams. Yo, keep me up, cause I need you. All I want is you. I had dreams of you. How the girls seem true, but they was all fake. I think you my fake. All I need is you. You're a dream come true. When I am for you, God, it makes my days. This reality, hey.
Well, I think I messed up a little bit tonight, Iodine. Where I sent out a message that I think might have been a little confusing. It made it sound like we weren't doing a live stream tonight, so that might partially be on me. But that was Michael J. Keep It Up. Thank you for sharing that one. I thought they were good melodies, but they weren't my favorite from you. uh, it was an enjoyable song, but if you're trying to decide, "Hey, I got, out of all the records you've shared with us, I have budget, I'm building a budget to share 5 of them or 10 of them." Really, put the resources behind them, push them. To me, this one just doesn't make the list. It's not a bad song by any means, it's just you have some that are, I think, a lot better. So I appreciate you for sharing this one. Uh, I think part of it too is that your vocal doesn't sound as it feels a little bit flatter than it normally is. I don't know if that makes sense. So it also could just be in the re-recording. Because I know this is still, an unmixed demo, right? So, um, just sharing some, thoughts as they run through my head. But, yeah, man, I really appreciate you for sharing that one. Keep it up.
I kind of agree
I
with
love what you said,
Justice.
iodine. You said I'd hear that in the middle of the album. It's not the. Sorry, go ahead, Charlie.
I think that, and I might be incorrect because I don't have the record in front of me, but I feel like the pre-hook and the hook melodies were strong. In the verse intro melodies, I was 50-50 on. I like the production. I I respected where you were going for with the falsetto note. I don't know how well it landed with me, but I think that maybe with the right execution and mix, it could stick. I think there's a record there, but I don't think that the verse melodies were as endearing as the pre-hook and the main hook melodies for me. But I enjoyed a lot of elements of the record where I, in totality, percentage wise, enjoyed listening to the record, but there are still elements that made my critique go off in my brain while I listened to it.
Real talk. Hey, my fault, JJMM. Just trying to get on the same page with you. My fault if I'm misunderstanding you. No, I think that's totally fair, Charlie. What you said as well. Said may or may not be part of the early 2000s R&B EP. All right, let him know. I'm with iodine. If it makes it, I'd put it somewhere in the middle. I don't think it's that, that slammer that you start the track with, or that ending note. But it's definitely, it's far from unenjoyable. It's definitely an enjoyable listen.
To throw this is something that I've been thinking about. Um I'm at a point as a musician where I think it's good advice to less is more. Like, every record costs money, every piece of content costs time, every piece of release costs time and attention and opportunity cost. And if you it's almost like for us to start, go have like a if it's not an 8 and above, keep it on your phone for you to listen to. I saw one of my favorite screenwriters. He wrote Little Miss Sunshine. He was like, "Man, if you don't have anything near perfect to do as an artist, wait until you do." At least from like a release standpoint. It's almost people have a less of a need to spend a long amount of time with artists because there's so much things to endure. So while you have their attention, just make sure you don't give them anything that would break their attention. And giving them something that could possibly break their attention is not worth your time or your money.
I agree with that entirely. Hey, this Yusef, man, I gotta watch my words. I almost said it again. Coming up, this is Club Baby with Glocky. This is Keys. What? Keys WTF, man. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
Let's get into it.
Show that rock, show that rock, show that. This is her brand new truck, a brand new race. She said she in the eye, so I just paint her face. It's a brand new track, I G this bitch got too much space.
Yo, that
singing every
pitch down delay, that's kind of crazy.
The bitch, she tryna keep it fucking P, keep it player. Bitch, she trip, I fuck on mama. Working. This house said she need a
backside
break.
down.
Working. I just tell my young and go. Working. Tell this hoe to get to shaking. Working.
All right, Jay, I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt, bro. Go ahead and send it in.
Let's go, bitch, with a motherfucker. Put up. Bitch, like back, she got her foot up. And she foot up. Over the back of my motherfucker. Cut up. Race Kenny gonna pocket any photo. This her one again, she don't even know us. Yeah, Molly got me getting, got me thought up. I can't love this bitch, I love that dirty soda. Throwing all these racks out on my shoulder. GG got a button, press it like controller. Tell that bitch she can't get in, we know you. This an AMG, bitch, this ain't Toyota. I got rags, yeah. You ain't slash, yeah. I might pull up, track, yeah. I might pull up, cat, yeah. I might pull up, blacks, yeah.
Nah, I know you solid, Jay. Appreciate you.
Pull up and shake. She wanna pull up, give me some facts.
Yeah, just go ahead and send it in the Twitch submissions. We'll get you pulled up.
Rest my place. Pull up. 150, I'll take it to chase.
Mind if I go first on this one, Justus?
No, that's all you.
Shout outs to y'all. I think just very personally that record wasn't for me. I didn't really connect with the production. I didn't necessarily connect with the cadence or vocal delivery. I did enjoy the would you say I can't let this bitch, I let that dirty soda or something of the sort. I think that was a witty line. But also it was, I think just me as a listener, I'm starting to fall out of love with like debauchery in my music as a listener. And that just might be my age, my perspective on life. It's hard for me to connect with some of the morals that the song just carried, just where I'm at, being honest with you. I'd like to hear more feedback regarding some other people who gravitate to that style of music a little bit more. I also think that from a conclusive standpoint, the song could have finished with a little bit better momentum. It kind of just faded into oblivion. But keep grinding, keep going. I might not be the audience. That's my genuine opinion. But I look forward to seeing how other people who do connect with that style and that headspace and that genre connect with it.
I think that's real. You know what I'm saying? And I resonate with you so heavily when you say, I don't listen to a ton of music with, heavy debauchery or like, ignorance is kind of, it's not always my number one, thing that I'm craving anymore. Uh, but I say that, and then there's like just these handful of songs that like poke their heads through or stick out where it's like, it just completely breaks my rules or, my norms. And it's like, I don't know why, but I'm rocking with it. There's literally a song called Ignorant Shit that I've been banging recently. And he's got this part where he's like, I like ignorant shit. And it's like, I don't know why I don't know why I like that, because it's not what I normally listen to. That's not what I normally resonate with. But, in the right environment and the right whatever, it's just like, man, that goes hard. For me, this one, like I said, it's not something that I'm gonna play every day. It's just not my, main style of genre. But to me, I saw the appeal for this one for sure. Where it's like, oh, this could have a really big fan base. Whereas like, hey, some of the things that are popping, bubbling in the underground right now sound very similar to this, I feel, and are doing very well. And to me, this has some different things like that delay you did on that first half right here, where you kind of pitched it down, where it was like, oh, that's different. Like to me, it was like there was a lot of things that are similar, but enough things that are different. Where it's like, oh, this might be your spot to poke up. You know what I'm saying? So, um, whereas I agree with you, Charlie, on so much of what you said for whatever reason, this one worked for me. Appreciate you boys for
Hey,
sharing that.
that's what's beautiful about music, man. And that's why, hey, and this is something, a teachable moment, y'all. Not liking some shit don't make you a hater. being a disrespectful asshole who
For
doesn't
real.
appreciate people besides you liking something is what makes you a hater. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
If you're upset someone else likes something, now you're a fucking hater. That's actually happened. Like, but if you don't like it, that's fine. That's you. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think that's so real. Like I said, it's normal to not like something, but to be disrespectful about it is where that's where you start getting called names. But yeah, man. Thank you guys for sharing that one. We got D Woods, Star Killer, CCJT, and Evan Moore. Y'all are on. I think I said the N word. Oh no, that sounds terrible. I think I said NEXT. Yo, that sounds terrible. Wow.
Classic. Yo,
Wow.
that's so funny.
That sounded
That's
terrible,
genuine.
bro.
That's genuinely hilarious.
I was like, wait a second.
Oh my god.
All right, man. Hey,
Oh
y'all let me know if
man.
I owe some push-ups or not. Upcoming, this is JJMM Held Down. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Let's do it.
Oh, appreciate you, Davon. This right here from JJMM is super as well. We'll get you pulled up after this.
You're all I need and that I want you to never doubt. Don't doubt it. Oh, baby. Ooh, I'ma hold you down. Oh, baby, do you like how that sound? Oh, baby. Ooh, I'ma hold you down. You know that's straight fact, ain't no doubts. I got you.
I had a feeling you was Iodine. I wasn't gonna say anything, give you no ideas, but I had a feeling you would.
I got you held down. Ain't no doubt about it. Don't doubt about it.
This guy.
I got you held down, ain't no doubt about it. I got you held down, pick you up if ever down. Got you held down, you're all I need and you can't count on that statement. Yeah, I got you held down, baby, don't doubt. I'm coming round your way, don't doubt the things I say, cause I don't ever easily explain. Them 4-letter words held her down without it holding truth in its place. It's being meant by me when I stay with all 4 letters of the acronym. You know, both J's, both M's. J just making money, it's never been pretend. But I'ma protect you, honey, you the most priceless of gifts. J just make my woman soul uplift. She say J just making the misses of his missing. Soon as he hits fucking ready to leave the crib, you can leave it in me. And on the principle of this, I got you held down, baby, and I could never switch. As long as you stay with it, even when the business is seeming.
Congratulations, Rico.
Times, plenty other women don't wanna get with the hype, but you're my only type. Yeah, I'll hold true to these words. Yeah, I'll hold you
Plot
down,
twist.
right?
If your song says the word, you have to do push-ups too.
Hey, I like that.
I got you held down, ain't no doubt about it. I got you held down, pick you up if ever down. Got you held down, you're all I need and you can't count on that statement. Yeah, I got you held down, baby, don't worry, girl, when I be about. Cause you gotta know that I'ma be coming home to hold you down. You're all I need and that I want you to never doubt. Oh, baby, ooh, I'ma hold you down. Oh, baby, do you like how that sounds?
Evan, I'm scared to watch it later.
Ooh, I'ma hold you down, you know that straight fact, ain't no doubts. I got you held down, ain't no doubt about it. I got you held down, ain't no need about it. I got you held down.
Bro, this pocket is so catchy to me. The delivery just isn't my favorite. I feel like you worked on the delivery a little bit. Like this. Oh, bro, this is like. This hook is catchy as fuck. It's just the tone to me isn't all the way there. It's like that. I don't know. Like I don't know if I believe you. You know. But if you can capture that confidence, I got you held down, ain't no doubt about it. If you could like have that swagger on it, that's a catchy hook right there.
It don't matter, she don't have what you do, it won't ever get what you get. Loyalty,
Also, whoever clipped that, be nice. I don't want to see no Justus slander. You know, y'all could do evil work with that. I don't want to see it. Be funny. Don't be unkind.
To jump off of the bench, yeah, you can bet I'll never leave you behind, and it's been my desire to take you coming straight to the top, the king's headed. Then there's a matching throne for you to sit. Not another woman could ever dream to fill that spot within.
Does you mind if I go first on this one?
No, it's all you.
Right side, it's you.
Okay, cool.
Passenger of the wave. We about to take off, so buckle in, clutch, pop, drop a gear, increasing RPM. Disappear from all the speed into the success you can bet. So never forget, I'll be in check. And never lose sight of the privilege it is to have you here with.
Oh, the hook is a mimic of the sample in the background.
Switch, I'll hold you down, no matter what trials together we get.
Oh, I see you. That's a
I
good
got
catch.
you held down. Now come on, girl, up to the stars. It's time that we live. You know, I held you down. I'll hold you down to the end of this. I'll hold you down.
Yo, now that sample, that's like, it's weirdly catchy as well. Hey, appreciate you, Evitt.
Hey, okay. Okay. I would like you to be as receptive as possible to what I'm about to say. And I would like you to know that what I'm saying is delivered with respect, and my intention is to improve. As a recording artist, I don't think that I mean, if I was in the room with you, I would tell you that that's the take that you give in the beginning of like a movie when you like show up for football practice and you get hit real hard and you like break a leg and an arm and you can't play football this season. And then there's a montage about how you had to recover, get your strength up, study tape, and get better at football. That song was just, it just sounded like it might have been your first song. It sounded like you don't have the charisma understood within your vocal delivery. It sounded as if the timing and the recording artist instincts of key and pace and character are not fully understood. It sounds like you understand the basics of creating a song, but not understanding the individual ingredients that go into a song, nor a true ability to execute many of them. And it's not one of those things where I would be saying, hey, bro, don't rap. It would be one of those times where I'd say, hey, bro, you sound like you still have to learn how to rap. And that's okay. And you might believe yourself to be farther than what I described. But what I heard, and I don't know how recent or old this record is, but this record to me is a sign that you just have a lot of refinement and that you should be paying attention to the micro ingredients that go into building a sound, and that you have a lot of relationship with your own vocals to develop, as well as understanding charisma from a sonic standpoint. And I would say that I wanted to come hard and heavy-handed with the feedback because I want you to understand that this song needs a lot of work, and I don't want any positive feedback that you get from this stream or from anyone else that you hear distract you from that level of work that I'd like you to put into your craft and in this song. And I also don't want you to be discouraged. I'm encouraging you to do the work. But I do want to just give you a very cut, clean, dry perspective of what I would deem to be an accurate assessment of where you are, the work you should be doing, and it's okay. You know, put your head down and work and keep getting better. You know, you understand the catchy part of the sample and you made that into the hook. I think that was a good decision. I think that your timing needs a lot of improvement as well. I didn't even, it was hard for me to appreciate the literary element because sonically it just wasn't at a level that someone who's being honest is going to enjoy listening to that. And that's okay. Um, I just want you to keep growing, and I want you to not let anyone gas you up, because someone not saying these things to you is just going to keep, it's like someone not telling you to zip your pants. That's not a real friend. A real friend is going to tell you, don't walk around with your dick out. That's what I'm going to tell my friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to let him walk around with his dick out. Even if people be like, yo, what's up, bro? And they just don't acknowledge that your dick is out. That's mean. That's not cool. You know what I'm saying? And I wish you success. And I know that if you love this, you'll work your way through everything I said. And I'm excited to see you continue to develop yourself.
Um, I agree with a lot of parts of what you said. Um, to me, the song it sounded like he I think too often the recording process is underappreciated as a skill in itself. So to me, and the hook I felt was strong. I agree with you. The verses I think could use some work. Um, but to me, it was like, hey, there was a lot of things that showed through where it was like you have potential. Like just respectfully, I've worked with some people where it's like they don't know what sounds good versus what sounds bad. Like it's all just noise to them, you know. Versus to you, it's like okay, it sounds like you hear what is sounding like where you want to go, but maybe you're missing some of the technical aspects of how to get there. And I think a lot of that is in the recording process, right? Um, and like high-end studios is typically not just going to be one engineer that takes you all the way through. They'll have one engineer who's been working at 10 years on how to set up the mic and literally how to track the best vocals, how to capture the best recording. They'll have another engineer who's been working that same amount of time trying to figure out, hey, this is how you do the mix. You know, this is how we really bring the dynamics out in the track, get things to sit right. They'll have another person doing the master, you know. So it's like each of these skills need to be respected and appreciated when it comes to creating art. And I feel like you just haven't gotten the reps in the recording aspect yet. Because and again, it's that confidence in your voice. But you also made a comment during the song where you seem to take pride in the fact that you don't use auto tune. To each their own, but to me that'd be like a basketball player taking pride in the fact that they don't wear sneakers out on the court. It's like, it's great that you can make some shots and you feel natural out there, but you're gonna be slipping all around. You're gonna be sliding. Like you're at a disadvantage. You're not using tools that are available to everybody on the court that everybody's using. Everyone's using auto tune. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to, make it super robotic-y or super electronic, but at least bringing your vocal back to key with some pitch correction. That's like Beyonce. Like even like everyone's using that. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I also just encourage you to consider if that's the hill you wanna die on, you know what I'm saying? Where I don't use Auto-Tune. That's that's fine, you know what I'm saying? But you're putting yourself at a disadvantage before the game even starts, you know what I'm saying? So, um, like I said, I think there was a lot of promise in that hook. Even just, re-recording, working on that delivery, like Charlie said, practicing and figuring out, "Oh, this tone captures this emotion," or, "If I inflect it like this, it's gonna capture a different emotion." Um, like, just the practice, the reps is gonna be huge, you know what I'm saying? But, um, like I said, I saw a lot of potential in that as well, so I don't want you to get discouraged from it, but I agree with Charlie where it's like, "Hey, it is gonna take a lot of work to get to where you're ready to be on the radio," you know what I'm saying? So, thank you for sharing, JJMM. That was held down. Alright, let's see, let me see what we got. Oh, we did have a super come in. We got Grimy up next. Oh, that's 10 push-ups for sure.
Ooh.
Hey, I pre yo, JJMM, thank you for your humility and your willingness to learn, right? Is nothing wrong with we all start from somewhere, right? And so, whether it's something we say, someone in the chat, something you see on YouTube, or, you work with a whatever it is, right? That willingness to learn, that's gonna be crucial, you know what I'm saying? So I really respect that. All right, this is
Yeah.
Mr. Oh, go
Before
ahead.
we
Yeah,
before we go,
I'm gonna do these
a
push-ups
word
while
to
you.
everybody. Okay, perfect. The worst thing you can do as a musician, as a talent, as somebody, we'll even say a craftsman, is to ever allow yourself to be arrogant. As soon as you're m- making information have to go through your pride to get to your mind, you fucked up. It's okay to preserve your confidence and your ego, but it's not okay to do that at the sacrifice of quality information. So make sure that whenever you're getting feedback from us, from whomever that you go to in your quality control circle, there's a difference between standing by your sound and standing by your approach and standing by your vision and and shutting down quality feedback at the door because of how you feel about it. That's something that we all struggle with. It's not a one-time fix. It's not a magic switch. It's kind of a detachment from your ego and allowing yourself to suck sometimes and laugh about it and be okay about it. We all suck sometimes, and then someone tells us that sucks, and then we don't put that out or we fix it, and y'all would never know what happened. So stay humble and allow truth to reach your ears so you can do something about it. That's my public service announcement of the moment.
Hey, Yusef, I didn't know how many were off camera, but I knew those first few were off camera. So I did all 10 that first time around, but I knew you ain't get to see it. So, whew. All right. Upcoming is Mr. Mosby by Grimy. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
See the pivot.
We learn around here.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I love the more
I like this
intimate vibes as well, Iodine.
Look, I set this pain away with Johnny Walker. I don't need no fucking cup, I sip it out the bottle. And yeah, that shorty bad, but nah, she not no fucking model. Make her give me brain while I'm dodging potholes. Grab me by his fucking chicken, I'm not talking Roscoe's. Gotta put in work for this shit like the lotto. You might make it, you might not, but that's just how this shit go. Better get up on your ass if this shit gets low. I'm tryna make a couple plays, nigga, fuck a blow. I know some bitches wish the worst, they want me out my glow. I feel like karma coming back, damn, I gotta watch my soul. But bitch, I'm built for this shit here, now I won't never fold. Bitch, don't fucking speak, I don't wanna hear you say no words. Better make the right decision, you can't get no second turns. Everything I got myself, all this shit you see I earn. Better pay me what you owe, I feel just like Big Worm. I hit that dope, get superpowers, feel like sky high. Walk right through the function with your bitch, I see that side eye. Brody get that pat, then get it gone, that shit like voila. Lil' bitch say she love, but she fucking, I'm like voila. Baby mama stupid, she got an extra chromosome. Tweaking like that white boy off of Home Alone. Like every time she hit my line, swear to God my high blown. Like I'm finna just get me a page and throw away my iPhone. Bitch, I'm smoking creme brulee, no this not gelato. I was driving no insurance, I was ducking 5-0.
I really like when those wide vocals come in.
Go like Tony. Ride go like Sosa, I'm tryna ball just like I'm Kobe. I fell in love with this little bitch, her neck ain't feel so holy. Shorty fuck me like she love me, fuck me like she owe me. She not fucking with no lanes, niggas Mr. Mosby. Niggas Mr. Mosby. Yeah.
Who's Mr. Mosby? I'm missing the reference.
I think so what that makes me think of is The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody, which was like a TV show. You might
I remember
okay,
the
yeah.
Sweet Life of Zach.
I was gonna say I'm not sure if it was a little after your time, but I didn't necessarily get the reference either. Or like so that's where my head went to. Mr. Mosby was like he ran the hotel.
He's the concierge.
Yeah,
He's
exactly.
the hotel manager.
Yeah.
What? That was Brenda's song, right?
She was, yeah. London Tipton.
Brenda's song was one of my huge childhood crushes, bro. She was so bad. But okay, I got it. I got you. Okay, I got the reference. Sorry, I just wanted to know.
No, you straight. I was really rocking with those just like the tone in his voice, the way it came in wide though. Like I liked how it if it was all wide, I don't know if it would have had the life, of going back and forth. So I appreciated that, it had that back and forth, but the way he would just emphasize those bars with that wide vocal coming in, it was like, I don't know, I really liked it. So shout out to you on that one, Grammy.
I enjoyed the record. I think there are some cool bars in there. I liked your pocket. I would like to hear a slightly different mix on your vocals, maybe a little bit bolder, with a little bit more wetness on your vocals. But I mean, I enjoyed it. I think a bigger mix on your vocals would have made a big difference for me. But I still enjoyed the record.
And I wonder too if side chaining might play
Respect about the raw sound.
a big piece of it in that. Just letting it come through more. Not even really having to change the sounds too much, but just letting it shine through a little bit more. I don't know if that's, capturing what Charlie's saying or not.
And shout outs to the Disney references. I'm always down for the fucking Disney references.
Not real talk. I yeah. I think when we've heard so many references in hip hop that I feel have become a little cliche. And now I feel like it's like almost a new generation of references getting opened up into because enough people understand them, enough people connect to them.
Ooh, I got a hot take. I low key think that we're at a crux of like maybe the end of my generation, a little bit generation, to probably somewhere around people who are maybe just generally under that. There's like a revamp of we view our childhood as more sacred. Like it's less of like a man, I can't wait to grow up and be cool, and more of a my childhood had a lot of cool shit inside of it. And in the same way, there's like a wave where people will be wearing Pokemon or Nickelodeon characters on their clothes and shit. Like, I think that it's making its way to rap where it's not lame to have valued the shit you valued as a kid and the funny shit, the cool shit. Like before that, references they were not cartoons. You know what I mean? They were not children shows. They were gangster movies. There were things that you watched that your parents had that you were able to see. They weren't so much like, oh, I used to watch the shit, you know? I like to see that, because niggas be too cool. I really don't like when niggas be too cool. Nobody in life is too cool to enjoy something that they enjoyed as a kid. That's so like, yo, calm the fuck down, bro. You know what I mean? I used to fucking like Blue's Clues when I was a kid, bro. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? I enjoyed it. Get off my dick. You know what I mean? Leave me alone.
No, real talk. Um I seen something where it was like when you the mysterious one at the party, but then like that white girl music come on or whatever. It was like him like they're all looking at each other trying to decide who's gonna break first or
Who's gonna
whatnot.
break?
But it's like once one breaks, they all break. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you said, it's just coming to a place where you can just enjoy being human again.
Yeah, man. Everybody wants to say making my way downtown is like, I don't care how you feel. I don't care if you got bodies. I don't care if you do drugs. I don't care if you're a horrible human being. And I miss you. It's just beautiful, regardless. Regardless.
Man, oh, you said bro every time.
Lion King is solid. Lion King is way above solid iodine. I'm sorry, I gotta check you right there. Lion King, the original, the first, not all that
Have
other
y'all seen
bullshit.
the
The
new one?
first one,
Y'all,
no.
1 to 10, the new one. Do I need to go see it or not? I've heard mixed reviews. Y'all let me know.
I heard I heard by people who care about film, don't. I heard by people who are popcorn watchers, you might as well.
You know what? That's a pretty good way to put it. That's a pretty good way to put it. But hey, this song coming now is Yusef's For Your Oil song that will never see the light. Man, he's sharing it with you guys, giving you guys that private sneak peek. Oh, let's go ahead and get right into it.
The look in his eye is so piercing to me.
It's a man that means business.
always excited to hear his
Where
stuff.
do I belong? All the mess I left behind you. Driving on my own.
Ooh,
You don't
Hollow. I
sound
got to
as
check out the
crazy as
soundtrack.
I moving forward with no
I heard the soundtrack
destination.
sucks
Won't
too.
be turning 'cause my
The new one.
hesitation scared me all along. Oh, that I'm still trying to crawl.
That makes sense. I done.
Save me from my braveness. Aiming at the truth. Lately, oh, my patience
Yo, what's that instrument?
been fading over you.
Yusuf self-produces a lot of his work too, so he'll probably know.
The stick sound?
That's good too. It's not in this part. I'll point it out when he comes back in. Yeah, but that drums? Oh, that's so good. The drumsticks?
Silence ain't gonna be long. Riding the
Love your vocal
highway.
texture.
Do we idle or downplay? Where do I belong? All the mess I left behind you.
I like how you
Yusuf,
emphasize that vibrato.
own.
Sorry, what was that?
You don't sound as
I'll
crazy
say it at
as
the
I.
end.
Going forward with no destination. Won't be turning 'cause my hesitation scared me all along. Oh, that I'm still trying to crawl.
That guitar? Are you kidding me?
I really like the mix of the production. Like the kick sits really nicely.
What's crazy? So I love this song. But what's crazy is I actually stand with Yusuf, but focusing on other tracks he has. Like, this is an incredible song. Oh, man, yo, Yusuf. No, that's actually crazy. That, like, that song is so good. But if y'all haven't heard this man's other tracks, like, he's got a few that he's shown us that he's maybe some have came out, so maybe some haven't. But for example, I'll just name drop one of them, like Addicted, where it's like, oh, this is a good song. But yeah, spend your money on that one. You know, like that, invest in that one. And man, like this was a really good song, Yusuf. I really enjoyed it. I would listen to it just to enjoy, you know. But I think you're making a good business decision, focusing your efforts on, you know, other areas of your craft, but or, you know, other projects that you've worked on. But thank you for sharing that, man. I I really enjoyed that. That's so good. It's honestly crazy to be to, you know, be saying that, but you got so much potential, so much great songs, you know. Thank you for sharing.
I really enjoyed that. I really feel like every time that we listen to your music, you're not in the chat, so I never really got to speak directly to you. But the sound that you've been building, to me, is a very long-term relationship sound. By that I mean not every song is going to be a business decision, but the quality is the intentionality as well as the ingredients you use to curate your sound are very relationship um what's the word I want to use? Like they it's like it's like a scene in a TV show that's long. It's a long TV show, but all the scenes are good. That might not be the scene that gets clipped up and thrown on YouTube that I use as an example as to why you should watch this show. But not that's not how TV shows are made. That's not how relationships are made. When you really fall in love with someone's like deep catalog, You have deep catalog talent. Not a and I say this, with a lot of respect. Not a lot of people have deep catalog talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you listen to iTunes or Apple Music and it's got that little star, like this is a hit song, or people have whole catalogs with 20 good songs, with a catalog of, I think my mentor told me that people will have like 12% of someone's catalog will be popular. Like 12% of Taylor Swift's catalog is popular. You know what I'm saying? Think about that. 12% is popular outside of her fan base. But you'd probably say that 90% of her songs are popular within her fan base. And you make music that is very fan base relationship building friendly. Like I like West Side Gun. I almost don't care what song I'm about to listen to him. If you give me a curated piece of music by him, Imma listen to it and enjoy it because I agree with his talent, and I agree with his consistency, and I agree with his taste. And you have that approach to music. I'm being kinda long-winded because I don't know how often I'll get to speak with you, but I'm a huge fan of, 1, your vocals, 2, your songwriting, 3, your production style, 4, your genre, like, blend. I believe in you a lot. I think that you have a lot of legs. I think that you have the potential, if not, um the future of being an international superstar at some capacity. And I look forward to seeing you on the back end of you accomplishing whatever it is you're able to cultivate with what you make and continue to make because um you have a certain level of talent that not everybody has. From a writer, producer, composer, arranger, and vocalist. That's my spiel. If you don't tell, I like your music, guy.
Yeah, man, Yusuf, I'm so excited to I'm grateful to be able to, watch this journey of yours, be able to experience it kinda in real time, watching you work through some songs, sharing some, songs that, maybe if you wanted to rework them, you could, but you're like, "Hey, you guys are gonna get to experience this just in its live form, and I'm gonna keep working on other things." Like Charlie said, I really, 5, 10 years, I could see, just Yusef going on to all kinds you doing all kinds of stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, stay focused, man. Um, put your fans first. I'm excited to see what you do, bro.
Put your bag first.
Real talk. Yo, like you
I'm just
said, bro,
kidding. Yeah.
like you said though, it's certain artists where it's just like, I don't really care what the song is. I just want more. I want more of what you do, the way you think, the way you describe the world. That's where I'm at with Yusef, where it's just do more. Like I'm so excited with the path you're headed down.
Blaze Gang.
For real. All right, all right. Coming up now is Star Killers Dead Now featuring Sucker Punk. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Let's do it. It is okay to be sad.
Real.
Almost unavoidable.
Why you tryna get me back down? Why they tell me all the time that I'm a letdown? And I can't have the fucking bread, I'm in my bed now. Bitches tryna fucking with me and they dead now. It's dead now. I'm just tryna get you back down. Why they tell me all the time that I'm a letdown? And I can't have the fucking bread, I'm in my bed now. Bitches tryna fucking with me and they dead now.
All right. You're gonna watch me do this in real time. I think I was really smart that was a 50-second song, and also that it was different. It was unique, right? Um, I don't know where like I don't feel like I've heard that before, really. Um, it wasn't my favorite thing ever, but it was new enough. It grabbed my attention enough. It made me click into the album. It made me curious for more. And so I just want to point out that 50 seconds I feel like was kind of smart because you didn't give me enough time to feel like I knew what was gonna happen. To me, it was like, oh, you just gave me like a little taste, and now if I want more, I gotta like get into the rest of the album. I thought that was kind of smart. Solar Killer Intensive X. And that's the 4th track. That's not even the 1st track. Yeah, that was interesting. It wasn't my favorite sound, but it caught my attention. It caught my ear. And I thought it was, yeah, like I said, I thought it was interesting. I feel like just a little bit more, you know what, saturation. That's what I would add to that vocal, just to make it a little bit more wetter, I guess is the best way to put it. But yeah, Star Killer Sucker Punk. Thank you for sharing that. English went out
Uh,
the window there.
I really feel like that's a strong sync record. It captured an interesting bop. It had an interesting vocal line in it. I think that it was genius to make it so short because it felt like an interlude. A lot of people would run that back. It was a really enjoyable listening. I didn't even necessarily want to put the effort in to catch the lyrics because the sonnets were so interesting and so engaging. And the fact that it was short, and maybe even the fact that I saw it was short, made it a more exciting listen. If we weren't on stream, I'd probably play it again, try to understand it more, and remember for the future time of listening to whatever playlist I was on that I like that.
No, I think
That's how I
that's real.
felt about it. I really want to underline and highlight that that's the kind of record that people will want to sink in something.
I like how you pointed out sync because my head wasn't going that direction at first, but then once you said it was like I could instantly see it. Um, I don't know, like the transition that's in my head is like, oh, it could be um like someone's going from like working out to being on the field to like then they're looking at the mirror and then it like kind of cuts out as they're looking into the mirror, like they like refocus into clarity, you know? And it like had this like short little montage before and then it like snaps them back into the world. It was once you said sync, it was like, oh, like so many options popped into my head of where it could be used.
Because it's emotionally intentional and emotionally flexible at the same time.
That's interesting.
Blew your mind right there. I enjoyed that.
Hey, this right here, this is Evit Moore with Riverside featuring Grady Finch. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Cloudy cause I smoke too many cigs. I'm fucking with these drugs and I think I'm about to slip. I need to numb the pain, I'm addicted to the presence. I don't know my family, got some strangers in my presence. Closer to the edge, saying hello to my penance. Ain't a perfect person, don't expect to understand it. I never said I was sorry. Yeah, I should've called back, but you know that's on me. Wish I would've told you.
Grady on the hook.
Yeah. I think it's my favorite version of Grady I've heard.
It's very Jelly Roll.
Okay, I hear that.
Now I ain't staring at my celly cause nobody hit me up. Cause it's cold outside, better grab a sweater, warm you up. And I can feel the demons creeping. I'm acting up, breaking down, I don't have a reason. Yeah, I wasn't ready
This
for
gives
the
me, like,
rainy
Skizzy
season.
Mars vibes.
Shoes muddy, mind cloudy, but my love it deepens. I see my shorty through the lens of my camera peeking. I got that thrift coat on. When she talking to me, sounding like a cute song. I think I
Nah,
found
this
my
would go
light
on
and
the
now it's
Skizzy Mars
time to
playlist,
move
bro.
on. When she
Or,
talking
like,
to me, sounding like a cute song.
Make sure you use
I think I found my light
Skizzy in
and now it's time
your
to move
keywords and
on.
targeting.
If you don't feel no pressure, then you know that she the
This is
one.
3 years
But love
old.
don't last forever,
Yeah.
so I write a new song. And then I grab the lighter, find me ripping on the bone. Think I found
This
my
whole
light
project,
and
I
now it's
really
time
like
to
this project
move
vibe,
on.
man.
Yeah. I never said I was sorry. Yeah. I should've called back, but you know that's on me. Wish I would've told you at this fucking breakthrough, it show it all to you. I should've called back just to say sorry. I never said I was sorry.
This only has 19 plays. Is this
here
released?
on SoundCloud. Yes,
Is
sir.
it live? A really good song.
Riverside featuring Grady Finch. Used rougher beats. Yeah, man. Evan, he's an artist that I really enjoy listening to his music and following along in his journey. And uh something that's really cool to me about Evan is that like I feel like there's some people who are um like Evan's just very he wants to help other people. You know what I'm saying? He's not self-centered. He looks out for other people. He wants to, help others win and um it's been really cool getting to know him through this community and just watching how much he helps other artists while also just being able to, make music like this. You know what I'm saying? And shout out Evan, man. He's got projects like Overdrive. Um honestly, this whole Love Dejan album, like he's got a bunch of tracks that I just Kendall's song, this is a good one. This one has the visualizer, right? If I'm not mistaken, Evan. Um, but yeah, man, I encourage you guys to go check into his discography. He's both a really cool dude and makes some great music if you enjoy stuff like that.
Every time I try to think.
Oops.
I really enjoyed that record. I think that the hook, one, I think that the record was very mainstream written. Um, it's very that hip hop, country, rock fusion. I think your storytelling had enough nuances to be really engaging. Your vocals sounded really good on the production. I loved the vocalist on the hook and how the hook was written. I think it was a very, very strong song. And I think that I saw you make a comment that and I don't know how serious you were, so I don't want to, cross any line. But you said people don't listen to me for some reason. I don't know why. I would like to say this. Getting people to listen to your music is another person's job that you have to do. It's not a reflection of how quality your music is. It's not a reflection of how quality you are or how talented you are as a musician. Um, it's
Market
something that I'm learning,
Making music and marketing
a-
music, two different skills, two different games.
and you can even put monetizing it as a third skill
As a third, yep.
and administrating it as a fourth. And you make music that's strong enough to be a watering hole for people who want to assist, or you make music good enough where it's worth your time to learn to do the ancillary jobs. Because that's a song that 3 years later feels like it has legs. And this is how I look at music as I get older. Music is not a popularity contest anymore. It's everyone has a restaurant and you have to build the economics of your restaurant off of how many people you get in your restaurant. And you might have 100 people in your restaurant, you might have 100,000 people in your restaurant, but you base how you live, how you invest money, and how you monetize food off of what's happening in your restaurant. And when you make music as good as you do, it's never about if, it's about who and how. It's about how do I find the people who connect with this? What tools do they need from me to be able to connect with me so that they know that they want me? Because the people who want that merely just aren't aware that it exists. And you don't need a million people for that to be something you could monetize. And I think that your music is quality enough where you should figure out how. You just got to figure out how. Through trial and error, through research, through effort, through pivoting, through whatever you got to do. I believe in that song you played that there is a crowd of people who would have a really, really, really high opinion and want to spend dollars seeing that performed live and connect with that emotionally. I don't know what demographic of people that is precisely, nor do I know how large that community is. But I do know that I believe that it genuinely exists and that you should find it and never get discouraged because I was impressed.
No, most definitely. And I love that you pointed out, you know, there's an additional full-time jobs, that need to be done in order to, have a huge music career, right? But it's also not you don't need to be huge to, to be able to live off of your craft or live off of your music. Um, and like I said, just finding how to build what I call the monetization engine around your music or around your career that you can make the music that you love to make, you know what I'm saying? And do it at the speed that you love to do it at, right? Because there's no rule that says, "Hey, you have to go get, 15 collaborators and, 5 co-writers, 5 engineers and all these things for your song." But that is what's happening with a lot of these multi-platinum songs, right? So there's no rule that says you have to make a multi-platinum song, but it's also understand the rules of the game that you're playing, and kind of like we talked to JJ or we talked to someone earlier about, if you're walking into the game without one of your tools that all your competitors are using, you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. If you're going if you don't have marketing material, you're not creating marketing material, you're not spending this time, energy, effort, money on getting your songs out there, is people who are going to be spending that time, money, energy, effort that might not even have as good of a song as you that are getting in front of those fans. It's not that it happens automatically, right? But it's also nothing that's saying you can't just make songs because you love to make it and share it with your friends. I think the key is getting very clear on what you want out of your music career, what you want out of your music life. One of the best singers I know, he frustrates me, because he can just will be in the like middle of nothing, not singing, haven't warmed up, haven't done anything, and he'll just start belting out like beautiful lyrics to a song. It's like how how do you do that? And he's gotten to the place where he's like, "Oh, I don't wanna do music as a career. I'll go up at karaoke night, I'll go up, at friends' weddings and stuff like that. But this isn't I do music because I love doing music, not because I wanna pursue it as a career, not because I wanna get paid for it. I can get paid doing other things. This is something that I do kinda on my terms." And, he's found so much freedom and joy in that. Um, I just encourage you guys not to get lost in the, "This has to be a career." But also understand that if you want this to be a career, the sincerity and the weight and your competitors are out here working 12-hour shifts. If you're putting 3 hours in the studio and calling it a day, man, you're just gonna get left in the dust. And that, again, that's okay if you're not competing with those folks. But anyways, I'll stop yapping.
And in the same way, there's amazingly talented people who don't want to monetize. There's amazingly average and below average to shitty people who do and make it happen. Justice is always telling me that I am not doing what it takes to be successful. And really, I've had times where I would say it's hard to do what it takes to be successful. And then you have to remind yourself that it's hard to be successful. And everyone who's successful is doing the hard things that you're describing as hard. And they're not letting it be hard. They're just figuring out how to get it done. And that's a lesson I'm learning. And part of it comes to, well, fuck, charge it to the game that you wasn't working smart and hard enough. And don't brand it to yourself that it's hard. Brand it to yourself that you were ignorant and you will no longer be ignorant and you'll figure it out. And once you figure out what needs to be done, that you care enough to get it done. And that you care enough to get enough of it done that if you don't get all of it done, you're going to wake up tomorrow and get the rest of it done. And it'll get easier with repetition or because people will respect your hustle and they'll want to pick up something and do it too. You know what I'm saying? It's a game of perseverance. It's a game of acclamation. It's a game of, I mean, this is internet politics and social media economics. You know what I'm saying? There's people who have music careers that don't pack out big shows. Nobody outside their fan base knows them. And they probably drive an above average car and they probably don't have to work another job. And if they do, it's part time because you want to fill in the gaps or that, you know what I mean? Like the music economy is not what it used to be. It's
Oh,
a middle class game.
T
It's a
Gri
middle class game.
T Grizzly was waiting tables while signed to, his major record label. Don't First of all, nothing knocking waiting tables or whatever your hustle, whatever getting paid, right?
Normalize that.
But just understand, T Grizzly's a high level artist, you know what I'm saying? And he still had to make ends meet, So don't be ashamed to do what you got to do to put yourself in a position where you could win. Um, but yeah, no, I appreciate y'all for real, for real. And you said one last thing. Space me now. We'll come back to it if it comes up. But man, shout out CCJT. This is Stargaze. It's gonna be our upcoming track. Ooh, almost got me again.
Oh, you swerve that. I remember this gentleman because he submitted this video for one of his other records.
Yeah, Miles, if I recognize it, I'll let you know. We'll pause so you can send a different one in. Much love, Evan. Appreciate you being here. CCJT, is this for listening purposes, or is this like a skill that you're developing so you can sell beats to artists and have like, are you creating instrumentals for artists to fill, or are you creating instrumentals for people to listen to? I guess is my overall question. Listening? Okay, cool. Hey, that was Stargazed by CCJT. So to me, I thought that was a cool sound, or like a cool like sonic space you were playing with there. But I feel like utilizing filters, and if you're not familiar with that term, look up how to automate a filter. You could probably like how to automate a filter on whatever software you use. Um, but you can drastically change kind of the pitch and the overall vibe of the song as you transition into bridges and different pieces of the composition. So I thought there was a lot of cool pieces, and I saw you were bringing some drums in and out, and had some fluctuation there. But I'd encourage you just to play a little bit more, probably with the melody, um, just adding a little bit more variation in there. Um, but yeah, appreciate you for sharing that one.
Yeah, man, I think that it's really dope that you're able to just dive into something that you enjoy doing and figure out your space in it. That's definitely where you got to start, man. I enjoyed listening to it. It reminded me of something I'd hear waiting for something like on a video game or maybe on an
Fact.
app or something where I wouldn't necessarily listen to it for the duration of time that I heard it unless I was passively listening to it like I'm choosing a character or I'm maybe choosing items to go inside of a cart on some e-shopping or some shit, which I think is valuable sound work. And I think that finding usefulness for your sound work, whether the usefulness is I enjoy making it or this can be, you know, utilized in some sort of way or serve as some form of utility, it's important. and keep putting the work and finding your space within how your relationship to your music and the relationship you want your music to have to a marketplace. There's not a singular marketplace for music. There's multiple marketplaces for music. Even if that marketplace is merely your heart and your family and them appreciating what you love to do.
I love that you mentioned game or like character selection in a video game. That's the song I want to hear when I'm selecting a character. Like that he nailed that. All right, this is Glocky Ashley. This is Ashley by Glocky, produced by Classic, VVS, Malibu, and Snow. I feel like, do I owe y'all?
Goddamn. 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 Bitch, she sticks on sticks, is Mary Kate Ashley. You try to reach my chain and this bitch here be a catastrophe. I ain't got shoot the bitch myself, my nigga got accuracy. I need that money myself, little bitch her rationally. She like, boy, oh, what's your name? Like, boy, oh, what you
What up,
do?
Queen? Welcome
She
back.
said you got some friends, I bring some bitches too. I count up all the money, bitch, I count me at the blues. I heard you been around, ho, I hope that this ain't true. I just met the bitch, she tryna go hold my hand. You won't believe what a hoe we do for a man. Get the bitch, get the sucker some bitch, okay, oh man. It's a whole lot of shit I just don't understand.
That instrumental was wild. That was Ashley by Glocky. So Glocky, I think you making a lot of really good strides in your career. I think those are things that you should continue to do. Um, I don't know if it was like the subject matter or like the bars just didn't really grab me on this one. You know what I'm saying? I liked the way your vocal sounded, your delivery sounded like it had more confidence in it. Um, I think just honestly, like just a different song, if you keep applying the things that you've been doing, is gonna hit harder for me. You know what I'm saying? This one just might not have been the one for me. But I can see the work that you've been putting in. And as long as you don't like you get back to that pen game as well. And this might have gone over my head, you know what I'm saying? So totally leaving space for that as well. But I just encourage you to apply everything you've been doing and add a little bit more sauce to that pen. Um, but yeah, bro, to me, like I said, the sonics and like the delivery, the mix all sounded so much crisper. I think you headed in the right direction.
I liked a lot of things about that record. It might not be for me, but I saw a lot of ill shit about it. I think you said some bad bitch try to hold my hand. You would be surprised what a bitch do for a band. I like that live.
There,
You
see
know,
that's one that I missed right there. I see you.
That's not my favorite style of music, but I think that you did it well, and that's probably my favorite song I've heard from you personally. Um, keep cooking, because I think that song was a real step in the right direction, at least from my vantage point.
Real talk. Big shout out to Glocky. We got to hear him earlier too, man. Who was that you were on a collab with earlier? I liked you on that one as well.
And to reiterate, that beat was hard as fuck.
Keese. That was you and Keese, man. That's right. That's the one where I was like, man, I don't know why, but I like it. Man, Hollow V, Romantic Suicide featuring Skinny. Let's go ahead and get right into this.
That's a cool fucking name, Romantic Suicide.
Right? Gives me some oh no, Romeo and Juliet. I spaced that for a second. I was like, no way I'm gonna forget Romeo and Juliet.
Shit. Romantic suicide. In his life is do or die. Romantic suicide. When it was you and I, girl, you made me feel alive. Holding on me with this pride. I'm trying to drown the night. Got voices in my head, I sleep and dream about homicide. In his life is do or die. Romantic suicide. When it was you and I, girl, you made me feel alive. Holding on me with this pride. I'm trying to drown the night. Got voices in my head, I sleep and dream about homicide. Yeah, you know you did me dirty, but I got you, that's
Shout out
what's
Mini
up. Get
Lethal.
you a bag, talk no burger, yeah. Already felt to be on swerving, tryna ball like Kyrie Irving. All my niggas put in that work, yeah. Think she dangerous, I don't know. Cause she gon' try to hold me. Love it all the reason, yeah, she love me, but I'm lonely. A rock star, you know me. I like money,
Baby
drugs,
Lethal.
yeah, I'm addicted to codeine. Pouring 2 4s like I'm Kobe. Tripping out like to get that money. 016, I was broken bone. Call me canvas and shit funny, yeah. In this life is do or die. Romantic suicide. When it was you and I, girl, you made me feel alive. Codeine on me with the Sprite. I'm tryna drown tonight. Got voices in my head, I sleep and dream about homicide. In this life is do or die. Romantic suicide. When it was you and I, girl, you made me feel alive. Codeine on me
Yeah,
with the
facts,
Sprite.
Evan. You can
I'm
definitely fit in with
tryna
the
drown
sesh guys.
tonight. Got voices in my head, I sleep and dream about homicide. Yeah, I see
Like Chris Travis,
in a spaceship, fuck a
Xavier
cool.
Wolf.
Red bottoms on my shoes. We making money, we don't play with tools. Left my bitch, I didn't cry. Romantic homicide. Cocaine, no brain, I mean it's no surprise. I get mixed emotions every fucking night. In this life is do or die, she took my life. In this life is do or die. Romantic suicide. When it was you and I, girl, you made me feel alive. Codeine on me with the Sprite. I'm tryna drown tonight. Got voices in my head, I sleep and dream about homicide. In this life
That's
is do or
Bones,
die.
right? Bones is the third one?
Suicide.
Bro, that's driving me
When it was
crazy.
you
I was
and
sitting there
girl, you made me
thinking,
feel alive. Codeine on me with the Sprite. I'm tryna drown tonight. Got voices in my head, I
Bones,
sleep
yeah,
and
okay,
dream about
bet.
homicide.
Mind if I go first on this one, Justice?
yeah, that's all you. I like this instrumental a lot. I didn't realize it until cut out right here.
It was a really nice beat. I enjoyed the record. It's not. I liked some of the vocal inflection changes that you did. I enjoyed that. I like the main melody. I like the approach to the hook. Yeah, I enjoyed the record. I enjoyed the record. I have a question for y'all. Is codeine as popular as often as people rap about, or is it one of those things that people rap about even if you don't do it? Or is codeine way more popular than I'm aware of as a drug?
I think both. I think it is popular, but I definitely have heard some folks rap about it that ain't, you know, super involved with it. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, I think it's the popular thing to rap about right now. I think it's like saying the SRT. You know, even if you drive a Honda, it's it's just like the go-to, word, or the go-to, uh, to capture the feeling. Um, yeah, that's kind of where I've seen it at.
I also think the voice tonality of how you just rode that beat was it sounded really good on that production. Um, so yeah, you get a thumb up from me, bro. I fuck with that.
No, real talk. For me, that's like we talked about it a little bit earlier. Evitt brought it up, but that fit right on my sesh playlist. That fit right next to some Bones tracks, Xavier Wolf, a little bit on the chiller end of that playlist. You know what I'm saying? But um, yeah, man. And you know what? I didn't even. Maybe I'm just not thinking about it, but I didn't really notice when Skinny came in. So good, like cohesion between you two, where it wasn't so like jarring, where it was like, oh, now it's a whole different. Like to me, it felt like one whole experience. Got part 5 ready. Yo, Charlie, have you heard Ayo Mike's Sex album?
No,
So that again probably sounded
it's
crazier than
called
it needed to.
it's it's called Sex,
It's
or
called Sex. It's a 10-part album, or like a 10-song album.
you said
Labeled
tampon tampon.
labeled Sex Part 1 through Part 10. We got to hear
So
Part
it's
6. Ooh,
so there's 10 positions of sex.
you know, it wasn't necessarily broken down into positions based on Part 6, but I don't know what is left to be said on Part 7. I'll leave that to be said.
Why is it called Sex?
You'll if he gets picked, you'll know.
Oh, it's sexual music.
It's
Okay.
there was an entire ad lib, sexual, like not like sexual vibrations or like just the word sexual. This man got graphic with it. I don't even know what to expect for Sex Part 5. Said we got it on the docket today.
You know, I won't lie. I'm 100% down with porno, sex, orgy music. You know what I'm saying? Don't judge me. But if somebody can make some ill ass sex music, I'm with it.
Nah, man, when he showed me Lethal and James Hill, I think our mouth like dropped. We were like, "What?" Like we just weren't expecting this. All right, let's see. We got Scotty, Jay, PTO Beats, D Woods, Rico the Real, Ramiro and Mono, Jeffrey, Ayo Mike. There you go, Ayo Mike. You gonna make it happen. He said, "No way, my
Do
brother
it.
gets picked before me." Shout out Scotty, man. Or Scooty, my fault. All right. Oh, Ayo Mike, bro, my fault, my fault. I didn't say this at the beginning of the stream. We are doing a virtual stream tonight, so we can only do SoundCloud, YouTube, or Spotify links. We won't be able to do these MP3s tonight. That's my fault. If you send it in to share your work or get it uploaded to SoundCloud or whatever, we'll get you pulled up. Sex Part 5,
Yeah,
man. No
Mike.
lies told. No lies told. Whew, better brace yourselves. All right. We'll let you guys know when Ayo Mike's coming up because you might need to get yourself in a room where there ain't too many folks around you. If it's anything like Part 6.
I want to hear the sex album.
Charlie's like, dude, I'm so curious. This right here, this is...
Is that
Yo, hold up.
is that
That's not him, is it? Did he Photoshop?
hold up.
That's not the
Is
quarterback,
that
is it?
Jared Goff?
It
That's
can't be.
Jared Goff?
That can't be. Hold up, I'm looking up. Jared Goff. You know what? It might be. It might be.
He's only 30. Shout outs to Jared Goff out playing Carson Wentz.
Real. That was kind of a wild kind of back and forth. They're like,
Yeah, Carson Wentz was lit and Jared Goff was
I
soft,
think
and
that's him.
then
Oh, shit.
Jared Goff got lit and Carson Wentz got soft.
Hey, this right here. LCA, Scooty. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Said that's a real pick of Jared Goff. All right.
Shout outs to the snatch of the pick of Jared Goff.
Why does that look like it's out of like a video game or some shit, bro? Like, that don't look real.
Lights, camera, action when they see me. Know a couple niggas wanna be me. Think you want me, but you really need me. It get tough, I know it's looking easy. Muscle hurting, doing too much flexing. You put up to talk, you could've texted. Ain't delivered shit, you got the message. I skip crawling, got straight to stepping. Running shit up like a nigga can't jog. I get real active when I'm with my dogs. Smoking this on, I'm ducking the law. If you give me some head, you gon' play with my balls. When I'm not high, I be having withdrawals. If I'm off a jig, I'm missing your call. Turn to a beast, got no feelings at all. Did my best to forget, did no healing at all. Living right, looking clean, yo, bitch know exactly what I mean. 30 rounds in the magazine, got them jumping like they on the trampoline. I get money even in my sleep, I see the blue strips all in my dreams.
I like the way bro's
Stay
voice
solid to my
sounds.
day one, I ain't KD, ain't no
I agree.
switch
Got a nice
teams.
tone
If
to
you
it.
ever cross me, then you through forever. Trying to get rich and it's now and never. Think I'm finna blow, I'm only getting better. Feel like Roddy Rich, I'm a big stepper. They do
It's like
anything
Anchor with
just
a
for the
little less
reaction.
bump.
Only time they lit, be in they captions, I hate fake shit. Really with a passion, when they see me out, it's lights, camera, action.
Slight little
Running
baby
shit
too.
up like a nigga can't jog. I get real active when I'm
Okay,
on my
I
dog.
see you.
Smoking design, I'm ducking the law. If you give me some hair, you gon' play with my balls. When I'm not high, I be having withdrawals. If I'm off a jig, I'm missing your call. Turn to a beast, got no feelings at all. Did my best to forget, did no healing at all. Lights, camera, action when they see me. Know a couple niggas wanna be me. Think you want me, but you really need me. It get tough, I know it's looking easy. Muscle hurting, doing too much flexing. You pulled up to talk, you could've texted. Ain't delivered shit, you got the message. I skip crawling, got straight to stepping. I smoke exotic, ain't hitting no pen. We used to make palace in my grandma den. You my little rider, you more than a friend. You fucking me good, but you helping me win. They hate when I win. I feel like just one, I'ma do it again. Bitch can't even get a fish fillet. Only time they sliding on GTA. I skip calling, got straight to stepping. Bring that hood here and let me pet it. Wanted beef, but now they trying to dead it. Yes, they didn't want no paramedics. I can't help, I still miss Ariana. I ever get it back, we going to Ghana. I'm the illest nigga, where the doctor. Niggas snitches playing cops and rob.
Nah, bro. AK, you
like
gotta
this.
bring Scooty back, bro. I'm rocking
I
with
feel
this.
what he be saying too.
Yeah. Now he's saying something real. I'm not gonna lie.
He says some real shit. If she give me some head, she's gonna play with my balls, bro. That's the realest shit of the whole. I'm just kidding, but
No.
I mean, it is real.
Spitting. No.
But it's he says spitting. I like that record. I really like your vocal inflections. I really like your cadence. I really like how you fit on the beat. I think you was swagging on it. I feel like you was comfortable on it. It sounds like you're comfortable with your style of music. You're comfortable with your vocal delivery. You're comfortable with the recording process. However you're getting your vocals mixed is comfortable with how they want to put the processes and adjust to your tone and how they got your sound programmed. I like the record. It was swag. I fuck with that.
Nah, I'm right there with you, bro. That one, that took my favorite elements of Future. Oh, this gonna catch some shade. I love Future, y'all. It's all respect. That took my favorite elements of Future and removed the elements I'm not as big of a fan of. And to me, that's what was left, and it was like, oh, like, I don't know, bro. I think there's so much space for this. Like you said, he has swagger in the delivery. He understood the way his vocal works, the tone, how to deliver that. He says some, says some real shit. Has some nice bars. Uh, to me, that was really well executed. You know what I'm saying? He has some parts that he kind of went into the mumble because that's what worked for the verse and what he was talking about. I want to hear more of him. I'll be honest. You know what I'm saying? I hope that he puts time and work and respect into marketing his track. This is another one of those ones where I'm gonna say the way it's packaged is gonna be the way it's received. Uh, we've probably all seen songs go viral that looking back on them or go platinum, different stuff. Looking back on them, it was like, oh, that song, it was better at the time. That's the excuse we always give ourselves. It was like you don't understand at the time it hit, but it's like sometimes they were just packaged really well and served up on a plate, made to look real nice. This one, I feel like if you package it up right, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna get out there. But if you don't put in the work to put the packaging on it, it's not gonna be as easy to like. It could sell, you know what I'm saying, but it'll be a lot harder to sell without the packaging, right? So, I encourage you to do whatever you got to do to make this a full experience for your fans. But man, shout out only Scooty, AK. Thank you for bringing your homie through. I hope we get to hear him again. What we learning in today's sex ed? Oh, yo, wildin'. All right, let's see. We got Miles Carson. So we got you up next, bro. Ayo Mike did send in right here. He just had to upload it to SoundCloud. So you might be like, oh, bro, I sent it in first. Like, I got
Sex
you. I got
5?
you. You up next. Sex Part 5. Sexual. That's right. Y'all gonna get to hear it. If you haven't been around for Sex Part 6, man, this is Sex Part 5. Ayo, Mike, let's go ahead and get right into it.
Ayo, Mike alert.
Yo,
Damn.
that's the back end of that ad-lib. That's hilarious.
Damn.
I think. Let me know if I'm wrong.
God damn. A lot of shit be going on. A lot of motherfucking stories to tell. Hella motherfucking
Yo, I don't know if we're ready for this.
Just
NSFW
open
warning.
up them legs, cause you like the bed. Watch me be all in it and just pleasure you instead. Wanna give you head, soaking up the bed. Remind you who daddy is, your insides I'ma spread. Yeah, we sexin'. Yeah, we sexin'.
pretty tame so far.
Yeah, we sexin', you a blessing. We undressin', and them the light. First was texting, then was calling, then was linking, and now we humping. I kiss your neck and lay you down while rubbing on your thigh. That eye contact when missionary, that's my lullaby. Oh, when I penetrated deeply, have your thick ass saying, hey yo, Mikey. Just open up them legs, cause you like the bed. Watch me be all in it and just pleasure you instead. Wanna give you head, soaking up the bed. Remind you who daddy is, your insides I'ma spread. Yeah, we sexin'. Yeah, we sexin'. I swear to God, it's hella squirt and let me beat 'em up. Baby, fuck that shit, just come on, hop back on top. Babe, I love it when you grip it when I hit your spot. Love being sneaky before they come in, they better not. Ain't even playing, I do
Folks looking
think
on the
this
floor
is
for
on
their
spark.
dog
Man,
right
that
now,
Gucci talking to me every single time it fart. Man, it's letting me know
appreciate
that
you,
it want me
Easy.
fucking more, don't stop. Man, it's almost every day.
I heard a
this
word that I don't know
fucking
where its
head
spot in
boy
this
rock.
song is.
I just
I
love
missed the
your
bars leading up to it, but I don't know where that word
hold and
fits in here.
squeeze you tight.
Yeah.
My
I was like, did I hear
choice
that?
was right.
I think he's talking about when the pussy be talking.
Got
Just
you, got
open
you.
up the legs, cause you like the bed. Watch me
He
be
said what?
on it,
He's like,
just
oh,
pleasure you
my
instead.
bad.
Of course.
Wanna give you head, soaking up the bed.
Remind you who daddy is.
Just open up them legs, cause you like the bed. Watch me be all in it and just pleasure you instead. Wanna give you head, soaking up the bed. Remind you who daddy is, your insides I'ma spread. Yeah, we sexin'.
Hey, yo, Mike, Sex Part 5. Says, stay tuned if you want to see Part 4. Man.
Well done, Justus. I see what you did right there.
he thought he was going to get me. I ain't falling for that one. No, but, so again, obviously, you know what I'm saying? To me, it's like, this is almost like a pen drill, you know? Where it's like, hey, sometimes, like, you play basketball, it's going to be certain shooting drills you do. For me, it's like, this is like a pen drill. He's like, all right, I give myself a topic. I give myself a category. I want to explore it. I want to, you know, 10 songs is a lot, you know what I'm saying? On one topic. So, uh, biggest thing for me is I'd encourage you, just to really make sure you're leveling out those vocals so that, you know, some of them aren't coming in super overpowering and, you know, other ones are like, you kind of got to like listen in to listen to. Um, that and then just I would tighten up your auto tune, but it's kind of to me that's a decision whether that's a trademark Ayo Mike sound that you're going for, or if because like a lot of your songs, I don't know if they need auto tune. This one would have at least some nice pitch correction, I think. But I feel like it has a huge robotic edge that I would prefer it without. But to like I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I could see it either way. Um, but yeah, man, Ayo Mike, Sex Part 5. Thank you for sharing.
I would like to see some well executed harmonies on the We Sexin'. I think that when it comes to records like this, there's a utility that almost serves as a higher marker for execution than maybe accuracy. It's almost like have sex to this is a more strong marker for if you did it correctly than us all listening. You know, in a weird way, it's like, okay, cool. Obviously, we're listening to it and trying to get better, but like, these are the kind of records that's like, is it weird when you put it on? I was listening to Justin Hunt, and he said, like, yeah, like, can you have sex to it in real life? That's the question. And not even being funny, just actuality. Like, if you gonna play some Marvin Gaye, nigga, you can have some sex to some Marvin Gaye in real life. It's not
Get it on.
theoretical sex music. You know, it's not Well, the idea of it is sexy. It's, I would, and I'm not even saying this isn't that, but if you're going down this rabbit hole, especially if you have somebody that you're consistently intimate with, or some homegirls that you feel like would be able to give you some real feedback, like use them as a good gauge as if, it's a comfortable song to have sex to. I know that sounds silly, it sounds over the top, but like, I mean, that song is not to drive around listening to as your own self as a nigga in the car. You know what I'm saying? That song is an erotic backdrop. And just make sure that in an erotic setting, it sticks its landing. That's probably the best way to measure it.
Not real talk. So someone dropped a comment when we heard part 6 for the first time. He was like the fact that someone sent this into 3 grown men to react to is like he's like I can't get over the fact like there's 3 grown men reacting to this or whatever, that comment just had me cracking up because like you said it was just like that's a funny setting for it, you know what I'm saying? Like for an erotic piece of music, that so I don't know, I thought it was funny, but uh shout out Ayo Mike, appreciate you for sharing.
Shout out to AO Mike.
Understand. Welcome to the community, man. What up, 4TW Zach? Good to see y'all.
What's cracking, y'all?
Type your artist name in the chat if you want to get added to that wheel spinner. It's free submissions.
Oh,
Exclamation point super skip to be up next.
ooh, you did it.
Oh,
You
I
just
did.
said the N word.
Good man, good man.
Um, so while Justice is doing his push-ups, I have a question for y'all. What is y'all favorite album to put on when you having sex? Don't be cringe. Don't be prude. Just be real. We kicking it. Y'all can tell me some real shit. Man, damn, let me answer the question since I asked it. You put on that Why Lord. You put on that Why Lord album. Man, that Anderson .Paak, you can't go wrong with that Knowledge and Anderson .Paak album. You really cannot. Party Next Door is a good call. Party Next Door is a good call. Bryson Tiller sold that. That's a good call. That's a good call. I see 2 for Bryson. 2 for Bryson. That's a good call. What else?
I don't know.
What
I
else?
set my
got?
Marvin Gaye record, so I'm gonna throw out
Redacted.
the Sinatra.
Hey,
Some Frank Sinatra. Get it on. All right, but well, get it on is my
oh,
Marvin Gaye.
M be fucking with the Silk Sonic. The Silk Sonic Go.
Ooh.
The Silk
Shout out
Sonic
Silk
Go.
Sonic.
I see you, M. The Silk Sonic Go.
Hey, this one right here. This is Baby Baby by Miles Carson.
Evitt said he make his own sex music. Fuck you talking about?
Hey. Said if it ain't got Evitt more on it, I don't want to hear it.
Are not good for me. Why did you sit there and just watch me burn?
Said Party Next Door. Bryson Tiller, I see you.
And you just keep on laughing. I can't see, I can't even breathe. So why do I keep begging you to treat me right? I just gotta keep on moving on. It hurts to try.
I like that higher pitched vocal that you have come in to support.
Much more I can take. I watched you turn into a monster. I don't hate you, I hate what you did to me. I remember every word that you said to me. I could never
Can I go first on this one, Justice?
Yes, sir.
Um, I really enjoyed the vocal production and the vocal strategy. It was really pretty. I like how you had the deep vocals, you had the high vocals, you had your main leads. I like the subject matter of the record and the questions you posed and just like the theme of the record. I had a really weird interaction with it. It was interesting. My ears really liked it. My body didn't understand it. Like to the point where it felt like physically I felt anxious. Like I was confused from like a physical standpoint. Like I it was it was weird. And maybe it's because I was physically moving and I anticipated maybe like just something to move with or like a bass line or something. And it was very minimalistic from the piano production. I really liked how it sounded. Just physically I felt confused. And I don't even know, it's usually not a reaction I get. And I could have kept that to myself, but I shared it. It might be relevant. But I enjoyed the record.
Like you said, he's got some really beautiful vocals, and the way he kind of layered them and stacked them, I thought was really well done. Um, I kind of, I kind of feel what you mean. I don't know if confused is the word I would use to describe it, but I don't know that I have a better word. Um, but to me, it was like I could really feel the emotion in the vocals, but like maybe I didn't follow the story, or and not that I didn't follow the story, right? But like it kind of felt like you mentioned, like in a TV show, right? Like it felt like a couple scenes or a couple acts might have been taken out, and so or maybe like it recircled back to an act. I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know exactly what it was, but like the emotion, the sonics of it really transferred a lot of emotion to me. But the words, I feel like I didn't quite. They didn't resonate all the way with. I don't know if that's the right way to put it.
Mm, I gotta articulate of it. It's a better track than it is a song. It's a really good listening experience as it is being a track. But in terms of songwriting dynamics, it was underwhelming. So I think that it
Okay.
sounded so good, but from a songwriting structural standpoint, it it was so freeformish without being intentionally freeformish that it just felt like it was more written to capture a vibe with minimalistic elements and still have some cyclical elements and be more sonically like engaging emotionally, but not really like I wrote a song, if that makes sense.
No, I
That's
think
my
you're right.
opinion.
And maybe just adding a little bit more repetition in, I think might aid in that. Um, yeah, I think that's an interesting take.
Maybe
Miles,
just apparent structure, just more apparent structure that I can follow as a listener.
mhm, which is really helpful to be throughout the track, right? Not just in the vocal or just in one piece, but hey, when it's time for the hook, the instrumentation, the drums, the everything moves for the hook. And then when it's time for the verse or time for the bridge, everything moves together, right? Um, but hey, Miles Carson, man, your song initiated
Oh,
conversation
oh, but Miles, look at it like this, bro. You ever listen to Blonde?
by Frank Ocean.
Blonde, yeah, Blonde is one of the best albums in any genre ever created. But Blonde has songs that if I just heard that song, I might even react like this. But in the context of where the entire body of work, like the Good Guy skit, it's like, "Oh, I fucking get it." But if you just would have played me that in this stream, I would have been like I probably would have said something similar to what I said. But in the context of listening to the storyline and the palette of Blonde, that shit is amazing. And this just might be something that is a sonic montage that needs context around it. And it is not context in of itself, but it is beautiful and it adds to context. Maybe doesn't function void of context at its highest capacity. Maybe that, because I like the way it sounds, and I'm fishing for sense, and I don't want to just leave you like I'm rambling to you, because I feel like it's too good to make you feel like I'm not offering positivity.
No, I think that's a really interesting way to put it. 'Cause like you said, Blonde has a lot of records that by itself I wouldn't be a huge fan of, but I love the record. And so I think that's a really interesting way to put it, where hey, this might just be mixing some of that external context that'll help satisfy those unresolved feelings.
And shout outs to Juke. What up, Juke?
Great to see you, Jupe. Um, so Charlie, I know you really enjoyed the last one of the times Kenny shared a song called "Where's the Bathroom." So Kenny gave us a
Okay.
choice. He said, "Here's the sequel to Where's the Bathroom, or song about a dead friend." Knowing
Damn.
knowing
I do.
Kenny though, and his
I
song about a dead friend's called "Not Funny." I, knowing Kenny, I don't know what to think from that. You know, so
I I I don't want to disrespect your serious emotive songs. That is not
he said second
my
one is serious.
intention.
Okay, no, like you said, I appreciate you clarifying that because we've
You
seen
know
an
what?
aspect of humor in your music in the past that doesn't take away from being able to write something serious. So I appreciate you clarifying that because I don't want to go into it with the wrong headspace.
Bro, I don't even feel comfortable answering this. Deep down inside, I like your funny shit. Also, am curious to see what a truly emotive, real song about a real topic, especially one as deep as grief. And I don't want to disrespect your grief by being curious about you shitting in the bathroom. That's not the kind of friendship I want to build with you. So I let you choose. I revoke my choice.
I'm gonna do a heads or tails. Heads is first song, tails is second song. All right, we're gonna go with the heads. We're going with the first song. All right, so we got our next two up.
Rest in peace to your friend and God bless you and their family.
Real talk. Understand. So the way it works on the wheel, uh, we spin 3 names at a time. Out of those 3
Hey,
people, whoever resubmits first, we play them first. So we got you third up in this next set of 3.
hey, Justice.
Yes, sir.
He said they're only like 30 seconds. Can we play both of them if they're both 30 seconds?
I'm
You
okay
can
with
shoot
that.
me down and say, shut up, Charlie. But, you know,
Traditionally I say no, but he said he got a serious track where he wants to honor his fallen friend. I say we honor him. This first
respect.
one though. Oh wait, hold up. No, we coming back to it. We coming back to it. First, we got For Zach. Yeah, so Jupe, I think a super skip would take you up next. Or would mean you're up next. I'll double check for you that after the song. This
Juke, can I ask you a question? Do people very often say, Juke, there it is? Is that a thing in your life? Do people do that
yo,
to you?
that is 100% happening now. Jupe, there it is. Jupe, there it is. That is 100% happening now. If that wasn't a thing before Jupe, that is now, and you can thank Charlie. Oh, that's I love that. I know Iodine, there's no way to undo that. Hey, thank you for following, understand, appreciate you. All right. Yo, that's that Juke, there it is. Juke. Oh, I love that. That is good. All right. This next one. This is oh, that's 10 push-ups. But this is Profitable Phonics by For Zach. Let's go ahead and get right into this. Yo, Juke, you know that's gold. You know that's golden.
I'm a prophet, it's my phonics. I make I make profitable phonics. What they know about some profitable phonics. All get dead cause they try to get my knowledge. I can get the truth, I'm just being honest. And it's fuck being humble, bitch, I'm tired of being modest. Hey, let niggas so iconic. They can't cut my sinus, spitting spells like 3 bonics. What is harmonic? Quantum physics to atomics. I create something like I got it. Meditating with my logic, now my spirit feeling cosmic. Yeah, I'm tuned to the infinite. No limits on my sentences. Words so sharp, cut through ignorance like instruments. They can't wake up, the world got caught in the distance. I take over their brain, overriding all their energy. The flow so godly, every line of the dimension. Wasn't fucking with the kid, but now I'm grabbing their attention. Won't listen, it's my ritual, it's all in your intention. Got you like inside the rhythm, welcome to my intervention. The paradigm, spark blunt, starting the ignition. Fueling up my drive, what's the focus? Get back on the mission. Shit, I'm too damn hot, hitting cause, turn it to conviction. It's not suicide, you too alive, just made a new religion. Y'all don't understand me, try to get rid of the kid like a plan B. Bitch, I am plan A, wonder why I'm plan Z. Really get so deep, we just keep it like it's fancy. Can you feel the smoke in your lungs? Ain't geeking out, brother getting head from a nun. Screaming out, try to go back to where it begun. Creeping out, entering your body with drugs. Exorcists, they got me speaking in tongues. Posado del demonio dentro de ti. 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 Do you really wanna see it with your eyes? Don't you know that it's pretty in disguise? And the truth could hold a million lies. With a sun that would take over the night. So iconic, they can't cut my sinus. Spitting spells like 3 bonics. What is harmonic? Quantum physics to atomics. I create something like I got it. Meditating with my logic, now my spirit feeling cosmic. Yeah, I'm tuned to the infinite. No limits on my sentences. Words so sharp, cut through ignorance like instruments. They can't wake up, the world got caught in the distance. I take over their brain, overriding all their images. The flow so godly, every line of no dimension. Wasn't fucking with the kid, but now I'm grabbing their attention. Won't listen, it's my ritual, it's all in your intention. Got you like inside the rhythm, welcome to my intervention. What they know about some profitable phonics. All get dead cause they try to get my knowledge. I can get the truth, I'm just being honest. And it's fuck being humble, bitch, I'm tired of being modest.
Words so sharp, I cut through instruments like ignorance is a bar.
I was gonna say, you ever hear someone make something you don't agree with sound cool? Where it's like,
Yeah.
I admire humility, and he's like, man, fuck being humble. I'm tired of being modest.
I like the arrangement of the conclusion.
I do too. I really like this.
This is a really solid record. You can tell that he cared about the overall record. You know, and this is something everybody can learn from. Don't underestimate the impact of an intro and outro. Like, pacing is a really important part of a listening experience. Even if a listener can't articulate that to you, they're noticing it. I really enjoyed the record. I didn't like how many conflicting sounds in the beginning were happening. I feel like there's like a vocal sample or like a sound effect that was detracting from my ability to focus on your lead vocals. I felt like that dynamically meant was conflicting less as the song went on. In the beginning, that was really bothering me. But as the song went on, it became more enjoyable. It also displayed a level of precision. I could tell I respected your songwriting skills as the song went on from a lot of your decision making. I like how the production was overall tied up. I really enjoyed that record. I really think that you might want to clean up some space in the beginning because some of those there's a lot of sounds at one point and there wasn't enough room for me to hear your vocals and not be annoyed at the amount of information coming into my headphones. That was my only critique for the most part.
Yeah, like I said, I thought that was it was an interesting record. It's those things where like music's so powerful, and especially when executed in a strong way. And it's like I talked about that song earlier, where it was like so much of my life is moving away from ignorance. But then there's a song that I've been playing on repeat, just literally called Ignorant Shit, and it's um to me it was like this had some of those like messages where it was like if it was just said to me, I'd be like, reconsider, But the way he said it in the song, I'm like, fuck yeah, like I want to sing along to it and like chant that shit. So I think it's cool how powerful music is when executed, at a high level. And yeah, man, for Zach, I thought things between like, how you added those high pitched background vocals in right, towards the middle to like that outro and even these those like kind of washed vocals you had leading into the outro. Like there was just so many different elements of this that I liked. What I love about songs like that is I can come back to it and I can keep discovering new layers that I enjoy even more, but also just maybe first time through I listen to it for the words, and then next time through I listen to it, oh whoa, what's that effect you used? Next time, oh wait, he said what? Like you can kind of go back and forth between these different aspects that you can tell you put time and attention and care into. So I just want to tilt the cap again, like Charlie said, that intro outro, like I really feel like it put that bookend on the like it made you feel like this was a record. But yeah, man, appreciate you for sharing. All right, so this is Too Late the Draft. Oh, where's the bathroom part 2? This is too late. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Remember when I was alone, I was all by myself.
I remember.
Just wanted direction, but nobody giving me help. Told me you don't have the time, you got
Appreciate you for
too
sharing, Zach.
many things on your belt. Asking me why I can't wait to get home, I just shitted myself. I guess it's easy to say it when you're looking at someone else. Oh,
Oh no.
Finish that, bro. Finish that. And I love the melodramatic sniff in the beginning. Keep that. When you finish the record, the melodramatic sniff is so unnecessarily necessary. It's just like it's so much character in the fact that I heard you go, I really like that.
That's how I felt with the ad-libs, where he's like, myself. And then like with the ad-libs coming in, it's just like so like there's the melodramaticness. It's like I could see in a sitcom, like a whole scenario around it. But yeah, man.
Your sense of humor mixed with a tamed yet audacious way of executing the visuals, it would be a very engaging experience. For you to be able to catch the exact visual temperature of your sense of humor would like stick the landing. Like it would just be instantaneously engaging for people.
Real talk. Oh, I can't get the chef's kiss on my keyboard on my computer. But he said the sniffles from a take I re-recorded, but I literally snipped it out to keep it. I was gonna be like this level of
Oh,
detail,
oh,
like
see the
you
fact
know
that
what I'm talking about.
the fact that you know.
Oh man.
That's you got taste, bro. I respect it.
Hey, so we're gonna circle back around. We talked about what we talked about. I'm gonna give that song a little bit of breathing room before the more serious song. But this one is Star.
I see move.
Let's see who this is by. This is by my fault. My fault. I think this is understand. Understand. Let me know, man. I want to make sure we get your artist name right. But yeah, this right here. This is Star. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
Man, be safe. Remember what we said, man. Keep grinding, keep fighting.
Real talk. Yo, I really enjoyed that one. Understand. Um.
Agreed.
Yeah, that was funny when I heard the Spanish come in. I was like, Arabic's not
Fucking too, bro.
that's similar, because like when you hear Italian, you hear Spanish, it's like, okay, there's a lot of similarities. When I heard the Spanish, I was like, that sounds exactly like Spanish. And then he goes, oh yeah, there's Spanish. I was like, oh well, I was overthinking that. No, that was a really cool record for me though. I love international music. I love different cultures and especially blending of different cultures. So I thought that was really cool. lots of things went over my head, subject matter wise and lyrically, but I really enjoyed the melody and like even that salsa part, that bridge, like I could really genuinely see that being played in like music as they're doing like salsa parties and stuff like that, or um, just dancing at parties. But yeah, thank you for sharing that one. That was really cool. Shout out Morocco.
I really enjoyed that record, man. I think that your lead melody was really engaging. I couldn't understand obviously the storyline as much, but I really, from a musicality standpoint, was following how you arrange your vocals, how you had the different sections, and I think it flowed really well. I think the instrumentation was really engaging, especially when you had the I don't know what instrument that was, but he almost had like an instrumentation solo. I really like the groove. Like I said, I really like the arrangement. I like the way your voice sounded. Um, and I like the cadence he was using, man. I really enjoyed the record.
Real talk. Thank you for sharing that one. Understand. All right.
You are appreciated.
Whoa. All
Whoa.
right.
Came in this
I
motherfucker
was
kicking the door.
I was not expecting that. All right, so we got our next two songs pulled up, and then for our final song of the night, we're gonna do a random number. If you were here at the beginning of the night, you know how that works. We got this whiteboard right here. We're gonna write the number. It's blank right now. We're gonna write a number between 0 and 100. We'll tell you guys when to start guessing. Whoever guesses this number is gonna get the last song of the night. We do try to hold these for people that haven't been heard yet. So when it gets to that point, we'll just ask you to type your artist name in the chat if you haven't been heard. If you have been heard, or maybe you don't have a song to share tonight, whatever the case is, you can still participate. You can still guess a number. If you're the one who guesses it, just pick one of those folks who haven't been heard yet. But, all right, so we got um, Not Funny by Kenny.
Send you the number, by the way,
Okay,
Justus.
perfect. Thank you.
I'm still waiting for the punchline. It's too long of a joke. No, it's not funny. No, it's not funny anymore. And I'm still wishing you'd answer when I call your phone. No, it's not funny. No, it's not funny anymore. I know you're gone now, but God, I can only.
Ooh, can I talk on that real quick?
Totally.
Okay. So, man, there was a rush of emotion of how you make comedy music and then use the imagery of just like the porch light. And immediately it's just like you took a part of your brand and flipped it to show that like I'm silly, but it's not funny like the person you're missing is playing a joke on you by being gone and you need them to come back because it's so painful that it's not funny anymore. Like that was so like in context to your brand, that was really emotional 30 seconds for me. Like void of someone understanding that, it wouldn't hit the same. But after seeing that you make comedy music and then hearing that, that was a very emotional 30 seconds for me. Finish that song as well.
I also think, like you said, I think that juxtaposition, that contrast is very powerful, right? When a sitcom gets serious or, has that lesson, has that theme, kind of, you really pay attention and listening 'cause you're used to laughing at, you're laughing with this people, laughing in this environment. I feel like that was kind of how this was too, where like you said, it was like, and also just the message of it, where he's like you said, it's not funny. Like as someone who loves to laugh, as like growing up, like me and my friends, like a bunch of comedians, like everything was funny. We'd always, give each other a hard time, like. But then it's that thing that happens. It's like, oh, it's not funny anymore. Like I love to laugh, and I don't want to laugh at this. Like I can't laugh at this. I don't. It's not funny to have that experience where it's like something so entrenched in your world, something so meaningful and deep to you, is just inaccessible to you. I think that that's a very profound experience. And like you said, to be able to capture that in 30 seconds, impressive.
I think as a songwriter, it makes people take your phrasing very seriously, very quickly. For you to have the self-awareness to articulate pain by specifically saying it's not funny anymore, there's a level of high level intelligence it takes to make that small, like that's a in a very small way, that's a very smart decision as a songwriter and as a emoter. I'm actually impressed just by how you chose to articulate that, and I'm sorry for your loss. And hearing that song, I would be sorry for your loss before hearing that song. Hearing that song made me more sorry for your loss.
No, like you said, there was a sincerity in that song that, no disrespect, I didn't know you had in you. And as far as your music, your ability to express yourself, you know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. Rest in peace to your friend.
Perfect that song, bro. A lot of people are going to appreciate its existence.
I'd encourage you. This is gonna be super nitpicky or super like technical, right? Um, Look into subtractive EQ and how you can pull out some of the excess air out of that vocal, some of the excess background noise. I think your normal recording setting works really well on your um, lighter hearted tracks. I think being able to pull out some of that excess air will make it feel heavier, make it feel like it's more you and like just in that space. You know what I'm saying? Um, but no, thank you for sharing that one.
Oh,
This
and one, it is it is Weird Al. And I don't remember his name. If I had his name, I would be more of an assistance, and I'll be quick. There's a comedian who made a whole stand-up based around like an acoustic concert type of vibe. And I think that if you were to take your ability to be silly and somewhat awkward and melodramatic and witty on stage and posture it in some sort of acoustic way and play and orchestrate, like literally time it out, get the comedic timing together, get the arrangements together, like and turn that into like a 15-minute set. I think that you'd be able to snatch a crowd by creating a fusion of comedy and music and intimacy and like not taking yourself too seriously, and you turn that into like a 15-minute shtick or a 15-minute set. Like, I think if you really really hone that, you'd be able to steal most rooms,
real talk. Hey, and
especially if you end with a song like that.
we do have one last song that we're gonna be picking up. It's gonna be on this whiteboard. I shouldn't have told you all that. Don't start guessing yet. It's not. It doesn't count. Doesn't count. Um, but this one right here.
Yes, Bo Burnham.
This is redacted. Kids with missiles. Let's go ahead and get right into it. DFG Spaz, welcome back. Welcome in here. Chose a good time to step in.
I like that record. I also feel like even just watching you sing this record feels like it's a vocal cord kick in the dick singing this song.
Yeah, I thought that was a really cool record. There was one part towards the beginning that I wasn't sure about. It felt like everybody was playing, like there was too much going on at the same time. But then as the record went on, I got to see each of your guys really kind of get those moments of spotlight. And I was like, "Oh, you guys really talented." Um, but then as the record continued going on, right? There was more parts of those kind of what felt to me dissociative parts where it was like y'all know how to play together really well. Y'all know how to create sonically attractive parts. But then it felt like you like transitioned into these parts to like capture the emotion of the song, right? Like that like dissociative feeling is what, kind of came to me. And the way you kept like looping that in and out, I don't know, it ended up growing on me by the end of it. Um, and then yeah, like I said, the drummer, man, you had that one part, like I think it was around here that you were just killing it. That guitar solo over here at the end, we had another guitar, I think it was somewhere around here. Each of the vocalists, had, switching off, doing their thing on different parts. Um, to me, I would just encourage you guys be careful of those overwhelming everybody at the same time parts. But I also feel like that might be an artistic style, right? A piece of your guys' craft that's unique to your guys' band. So I don't necessarily want to steer you away from that. I just want to communicate that it was heard, it was felt, and if that's something that you guys do intentionally, great job. You're hitting the mark, keep doing that. And if that's not something you guys are doing intentionally, then that might be an area that you guys can have, discussions around. But nah, man, overall, I really enjoyed that record and great job. Like as a drummer, man, like I crack up. Us rappers and like vocalists, we complain about having to take a microphone out to get shots, or like y'all set up an entire drum set out here. You know what I'm saying? Like respect. I love that.
Multiple sets, multiple
Multiple
scenes
sets.
too.
Yeah, like you guys have extra excuses of like, oh, we can't go play the music out there. We'd have to bring our drum. Y'all brought the drum. You know what I'm saying? Like, just thank you guys for not letting excuses win, or like just being professional about your craft. You know what I'm saying? Redacted Kids with Missiles. I really enjoyed that video.
I also really like the conclusion of the record. It hit really hard, lyrically, and you stuck the delivery of it to squeeze the emotion out of it. I really think that being able to watch you guys made more sense of, how do I say this? Visually, it made me feel like the emotion was not simply coming from the vocalists, but the emotion was coming from the group, if that makes sense. And I think that a lot of the small branding elements that you guys did, like the stuffed animals, the visual chemistry you guys had, the close-up shots in that room, as well as the underpass. It made me feel like you guys knew what you were trying to paint. Keep painting it. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the record. I really enjoyed the video. Um, I'd look forward to hearing some more shit. Keep pumping shit out. I was fucking with that.
Not real talk. And great on you guys just thinking about those visual elements. You said, hey, the teddy bear, the stuffed teddy bear is kind of our like trademark. I just getting those different visual cues that you can show your fans and your fans know it's you. I just love that you guys are already thinking about that.
It's like some Grateful Dead shit, but like different.
Yeah, the way he had that microphone wrapped around the teddy bear wrap, like with his hand, that shit was mad. Like it grabbed my eyes for sure. You know what I'm saying? All right,
It
cool.
screamed aggression.
Facts. And it was, if I just see a microphone, right? Like I don't know, my eyes are kind of past that. Versus now, like they made it into something where it's like, what is that? Like they made it an attractive thing again.
The chord was a part of the Mike's character. Nah,
Exactly.
good point out. Good point out.
But all right, yeah, thank you guys for sharing that redacted. We'd love to hear more. You guys said this just came out today. Y'all, if you were rocking with this one, go show us some love. But we're gonna get into our final song tonight. So we told y'all, number between 0 and 100. Y'all guys can guess this chat as much as you want. It's already written on this whiteboard. Whoever guesses this number is gonna get the final song of the night. If you've already been heard tonight, feel free to continue guessing. We just ask to give that slot to someone who hasn't been heard at the end of the night. We do music reaction live streams every Wednesday night. This can be our last Friday for a little while, but be on the lookout for things like gaming while your guys' music's playing, and we might do some studio sessions as well. So, we will be doing studio sessions in the community. All right, this is a number between 0 and
Someone's one
100.
off. I saw someone was one off. That's a hint right there.
You just gotta
It's an out
have
the box
confidence if it
number.
was you or not. Uh-oh. Huh? All right. We were pretty warm there for a second. We're getting colder. Oh, okay. We're heading in the real wrong direction. Okay.
Yeah.
In the opposite
Someone
direction.
said the opposite number. Someone just said the opposite number.
Think what that means. 0 to 100. Someone said the opposite number. What does that mean?
Someone's one off.
All right, there we go. We back in the ballpark.
Someone's thinking
Yeah.
backwards.
I was gonna say, yo, hold up. What did you start with? No way. Yo, that's actually hilarious. I want to say who so bad.
There's
Guys,
I don't want it.
we-
There's an emoji for it.
there you go. There you go. I like this. We got like the 3 questions or 3 hints.
Okay,
There you
go.
go with the
Iodine got
100.
it.
Yo, Iodine literally started at 99 and counted down. I was like, no. It's 100, y'all. 100 emoji. Draw the little underscores underneath it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all recognize the emoji? Oh, can't see it. Y'all recognize the emoji? All right. Let's see.
Real quick. Before we move to the final song, I want everyone in the chat to type in someone's name whose music they appreciated tonight. It doesn't have to be your favorite song. It just has to be somebody that you appreciated the fact that they showed up and played something. Don't say yourself and be a dick. That's weird.
I love that. I love that. Hey, AK, you up? Iodine spreading the love. Respect. Oh, we had one more on the wheel. Okay, cool. We did get that one played. I was about to feel so bad. Like, no, someone think we skipped him. Said the last guy who went was dope. Shout out Redacted, Kids with
I
Missiles.
agree.
I think that was a
I
really good
really
example.
appreciated.
Go ahead.
Oh no, you finished. My bad.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think that was a really good example of the power that visuals can have to enhance your music.
I agree.
I may or may not have enjoyed that record without the music video, but I know for a fact I really enjoyed the experience of that full music video, including the music, right?
I
So,
agree.
yeah. Shout out Redacted.
I agree. Shout out to the song Not Funny. That song stood out to me tonight. It made me want to cry a little bit.
I love that so many of us get trapped within our identity, right? Oh, he's the funny guy. And it prevents us from expressing the parts of us that don't align with that identity. The strength and the courage, to step outside of that identity and to say, I'm not laughing right now. I'm struggling. I thought that was a lot of power.
Agreed. Oh, and AJ, by opposite, I meant somebody said the number 1.
Yeah, someone typed 1 from 1 to 100, right?
Yeah, I guess that's the wrong word, but I mean the polar opposing number within the range is what I meant to say.
Nah, real talk. Hey, what up? Coffee Art. Welcome to the community, man. Having a great night. I hope you are as well. This is actually gonna be our final song of the night, but we do these every Wednesday night from 7 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. If you're an upcoming artist interested in sharing music or just a music lover looking for, new people to add to your playlist, we would love to see you there, man. This right
Is
here.
this Rick Heels, the last song?
Yes, sir. This is Rick Heels by AK. Let's go ahead and get right into it.
I feel like I heard this song before.
I think so, maybe. Was this on the Song Wars? Damn, Coffee. Sorry to hear that, man. We'd love to hear you next week. That back and forth, I see you. This flow's kind of fun.
It's very Dave Blunt to me.
Okay. Yeah, Dave Blunt's audience would enjoy this, I think, for sure.
catch up and kill.
I don't get this line, but I know it means something.
And no, I'm not Canadian, but niggas broke
Still. Put me on. I'm ignorant about Canada.
Maybe still is Canadian slang.
That probably is. I was like, I know this line means something. I don't know what it means, but I know it means something.
Especially the quotations.
Yeah, right? You know what I'm saying? Especially reading those lyrics. I was like, okay, now I'm curious. But hey, Rick Heels, AK, thank you for sharing that one, man. AK, bro, I'm so excited for your trajectory, so excited for where you're headed in music. Um, you've been steady putting in the work, and you know, I think your music speaks for itself. You know, it shows that you've been working, and uh, yeah, man, you really getting to the point where I think it's time to start, you know, finding that fan base, building that fan base. You know, continue up with the music. You know, it only gets more complex from here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, Rick Heels, AK, you're onto something.
I agree. I enjoyed the melody. I enjoyed the bop. High energy. Yeah, I enjoyed the record, man. It had me dancing. At the end of the day, to close out the night, you need some high energy shit, man, like that. Going in. Let's go.
No, real talk. Yeah, coffee. That is mini meters right there, man. Shout out all the artists. You know, letting us meter their song or share the meters of their songs. But all right, y'all. Thank you guys for being here tonight. My name's Poetic Justice.
I am Charlie from the county.
Man, we do these every week, 7 to 10 p.m. Mountain Standard Time on Wednesdays. We'll be doing more community events here. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure you guys are in the Discord, got those notifications on. Yeah, man, thank you to everyone who pulled up tonight, shared some music, helped other people get heard, you know, just help this community grow. We really appreciate you guys. Um, yeah, do you have anything other than that? You know, add, Charlie?
Um, Everybody, what we try to cultivate in this chat, in this stream, is a level of empathetic upliftment. We're always here to care about the fact that these are actually people who spend their actual time making actual music. This is not a shit on people show or a glaze show. This is an appreciation of people trying to show that they are better or show that they're trying to be better. Energy and apply it to a lot of other situations, relationships, and groups in your life. Don't be a fucking dick in life, because actually loving people and moving with love is how you create long relationships, mutual respect, and uphold your integrity. Please take that with you everywhere you go. It'll benefit you, I promise.
Hey, I agree wholeheartedly, man. Thank you guys all for being here, and we will see you all at the next perfect time. Much love, everybody.
Buenos noches.